KNEB.TV. TJ Harvey with you here tonight, a Friday night that is, for high school basketball, as tonight we've got the Gering Bulldogs taking on the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Girls action first, boys to follow after the conclusion of the girls game. So, obviously filling in tonight for the one and only Chris Cottrell, Rural Radio Network Sports Director, normally the one calling a lot of these games. Chris actually out due to the passing of his father recently. We want to wish Chris, if you're out there, buddy, all the thoughts, prayers, and positive vibes we can send you, man. We're here for you, and the best to you and your family in this tough time. Back to business here, as again the Gering Bulldogs warming up on the court, just heading back into the locker room here right now. Gordon-Rushville out there warming up here in their away uniforms. We'll get to starting lineups and more coming up here on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We'll dig into more things here after a quick 1-minute timeout here on 93.3 KMOR.
Thing for everyone. Family owned and operated, and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Welcome back here to Gering High School on a Friday night of high school basketball. TJ Harvey here with you in the Logos broadcast booth, getting ready to break some things down as the girls out on the floor right now, warming up, getting ready for tonight's contest. We'll start with the home team, the Lady Bulldogs of Gering, currently 5-7 on the season, riding a 2-game losing streak. Going up to Shadron, losing to the Cardinals in a tight one, 34-32, and then coming back, taking on Sydney last Friday, the last game the Bulldogs played. That one, Sydney getting the win, 51-43 over Gering. Meanwhile, the visiting Gordon-Rushville Mustangs actually having a very nice season here under head coach Randy Hurlburt, 9-3 this season, currently holding a second place. Holding in the C2 District 12 standings at last check, currently riding a 5-game win streak. Wins over Mitchell, Cody Kilgore, Valentine, Bayard, and recently a win over Hay Springs this past Tuesday, 63-48. Their last loss was in holiday tournament action back towards the end of December as they lost to Chase County 52-40. We're under a minute left here on the pregame clock, getting ready for game time action. Gordon-Rushville has gone back to huddle up, get some last-minute instructions from the coaching staff, as slowly but surely the Gering Bulldogs doing the same, making their way, taking off the yellow warm-ups. Getting ready here as basketball's coming to a halt now. Getting ready for our starting lineups. We'll go ahead and take another quick break. Be back with your starting lineups here tonight on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season, Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scotts Bluff.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Back with you here on 93.3 KMOR, the Rural Radio Sports Network. Just hearing the tail end of our national anthem. Starting lineups being ready to be announced here as we continue on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We're starting with Gordon-Rushville, visiting Lady Mustangs, starting number 14, Shelby Hurlbert. She is a 5'5" senior.
5'7" senior, number 25.
While number 25, Bree Lovell, a 5'8" senior. And Key Lovell, 5'7" senior, will start as well. And I believe we caught it was Anidia McKinney, a 6' senior, one of the other starters.
5'3" senior.
And as the Gering starters getting ready to announce, we seem to have probably missed one of the other starters on Gordon-Rushville. We'll get to her in just a moment. Meanwhile, starting lineups for the home team, the Gering Lady Bulldogs, 5 and 7 on the year under head coach Steve Land, assistants Randy Palmer and Rick Winkler. Starting lineup for Gering tonight, Sydney Winkler, the 5'3" junior. Kiara Agualo, 5'3" senior, a 5'7" senior, and Chloe Fries. Carly Pazanka, the 6' sophomore, and the other post for Gering, Nikki Todd, a 6' sophomore. And looks like the other starter, that starter for Gordon-Rushville was Jayla Bremer that we had missed there. Jayla Bremer, a 5'9" senior for Gordon-Rushville, and that is your starting lineups. We are ready for action here tonight from Gering as balls in the air, tip off, controlled by the Lady Bulldogs, and we are underway. It'll be, Maddie Seiler, one of the starters tonight for Gering. Got away from us there. As a little changeup here in Land's here tonight for Steve Land as ball's knocked out of bounds. As it was a quick steal there for Gordon-Rushville to get things going here. So one turnover so far here for the Lady Bulldogs. And here in the near court, it'll be Gordon-Rushville taking it out of bounds. Into the corner, almost gets away, but held up nicely. There by Gordon-Rushville underneath, and ball's up in the air, and that'll be inside for Key Lovell. She scores the first points of the ball game, and first blood is drawn here by Gordon-Rushville. Meanwhile, back on the Gering side in the corner, top of the key, that'll be Aguilo's going to drive to the basket, and off the rim, not there. Rebound controlled by Gordon-Rushville. Passed around into the front court will be Lovell. It's Bree Lovell. She's guarded closely there by Agualo. And ball kicked over here to the near side. Drive in. This will be Bremer. Bremer will go underneath, go up, and fouled underneath. She'll shoot 2 at the line. As I believe the foul is on Carly Pazanka. Got her underneath. That'll be her first here in this ball game. As first free throw on the way, off the back iron, not there for Jayla Bremer. As Bremer will get it back, Throw it around, up in the air, and off the back iron. Almost got the friendly roll, but it's knocked out of bounds as Chloe Freeze couldn't quite handle it. And it'll go back to Gordon-Rushville. So retain the possession as ball is slapped and inbounding all the way back out. Jayla Bremer off to the corner there. It's Hurlbart and shots up in the air, knocked out. Again knocked away by Gering. Good defense there, there underneath by Aguayo, getting up there and blocking the shot. Taken out underneath as, knocked away again. Gering trying to give themselves every chance possible. Maddie Seiler knocking that one away for Gering as it's brought underneath again by Gordon-Rushville. Into the corner, tries to go, shot up from the baseline. It's hurled out of bounds. That one actually hit the back, behind the backboard. And actually, are they going to say this was a tip? No, this was tipped by Gering. So again, Gordon-Rushville will inbound it for at least the 4th time this possession. As we're going to get a little push off here in the back. We're going to say this is a push on Key Lovell. So finally, that ends a bit of a crazy possession there for Gordon-Rushville, and Gering will finally get the basketball back. Into the front court, bringing it up is Maddie Seiler, the 5'5" sophomore. Dribbling around, trying to go around the defender. Into the corner, 3 ball coming up on the way. Off the back iron. Carly Pazanka couldn't get it to go. Rebound controlled here by Gordon-Rushville. It's Lovell grinding it up the front court, or rather that's Bremer into one of the Lovells underneath. Shots up, couldn't get it. Rebound again. Now no shot. We're gonna have a push on the floor. This one's gonna go against Gering, and they're gonna get Maddie Seiler with a little push underneath the basket. And another inbound again. This will be Bremer to inbound it again, way over the top there to Bree Lovell. Lovell's going to kick back over to Bremer in the corner. Double teamed and taken away by Chloe Free, or rather that's Sydney Winkler. And she's knocked to the ground trying to get away from it. And that will, as Gering will bring it up the court here. As they get off underneath into the corner, shot quickly, 3 ball on the way, good to go for Sydney Winkler. Nice assist on the way there from Chloe Freeze. And Winkler gets Gering back on top with an early lead, 3-2, 5:41 left to go here in period number 1. As this will be Shelby Hurlbart, inbounded again underneath, shots up for Gordon-Rushville, couldn't get it to go as Nice grab there by Anadia McKinney. 6-foot senior. Gets it up, and the lead is back in control for Gordon-Rushville, 4-3. Back on the Gering side, and another shot all the way, 1 dribble, and up in the air for Winkler. Couldn't get it to go. It's knocked out of bounds. Gering's going to retain possession. Substitution is into the ball game. Nikki Todd checking into the ball game. She will replace Maddie Seiler. So there was our mix up there. Nikki Todd actually coming off the bench tonight. Normally does start as this is inbounded for Gering and up in the air. Controlled again. This will be Winkler again trying the 3. Couldn't get it to go. It's rebounded and controlled by Gering. As Pazanka will hold it and into the kick out. Another 3 ball on the way for Gering. This is Freeze. Air balls it over the top of the board and controlled by Gordon-Rushville. Trying to get some speed going, a little fast break here as Bremer then slows it down. And kick over here to Hurlbart. Hurlbart will get it back to Bremer at top of the key. Trying to get some movement going here as Gordon-Rushville passes over there. Hurlbart will just try a 3 off the back iron and rebound controlled by Gordon-Rushville. That's Lovell kicking it back out again. And she'll get it back off there. It's Bree Lovell with the ball. Hurlbart. And now back to here in the post. Shots on the way off the back iron from McKinney. Struggled for the rebound, but Pazanka's going to come back up with it up ahead to Freeze. Finds her. Sydney Winkler finds Chloe Freeze underneath the basket on a fast break. And Gering's back on top, 5-4. Tightly contested early on a turnover here as Gering grabs it back. Aguayo's got it. Kick out to Freeze. She'll attempt a long 2. Got it! Freeze for 2. She's got 4 in the game tonight. As kick in, Gordon-Rushville trying to go quickly and throws it away as McKinney Not quite paying, that was Lovell. Not quite paying attention on that one. And we've got substitutions into the ball game as Reagan Schultz, 5'7" sophomore, is going to check into the ball game. For Gordon-Rushville, and tipped away almost, but Gering's going to get it back. Dumped underneath. Up in there, Nikki Todd. 9-4, Gering leads. 3:37 left to go here in the first. Early on here on KMOR. As passed around, Gordon-Rushville kicks it off here into the near court. So he tries to go baseline, dumped underneath. Shots up on the way and fouled on the way. This will be Carly Bazanka with her second foul. As might see if Coach Land goes for his bench, and nobody's getting up, so we're just going to let Bazanka ride with the 2 fouls early on. As she fouled Bremer, and this will be Bremer at the free throw line here for 2. Gets the first one to rattle home, her first points of the night. And rather, now substitution in for Gering as Jazz Wabara, 5'7" junior, will check in for Gering. Bazanka goes to the Gering bench. And shot on the way, rattles another one home there for Bremer. As Gering back up here across the timeline, this will be Winkler trying to make something happen. Kick out to Aguayo. Aguayo tries the 3, can't get it to go. Struggle and battle for the rebound as Nikki Todd and look to be Bremer underneath there battling for it. And they're going to get Nikki Todd with a bit of a push there. So make that the 4th team foul for Gering alone here in this first quarter. As pass underneath, Gordon-Rushville tries to go quick and underneath, fouled up, and this will be another 2-shot opportunity for Gordon-Rushville. They're going to get Nikki Todd. Looked like Todd actually tried to go straight up on that one, but now correction on that. They're going to get Jazz Wybara. She was in the vicinity as well. She will be the guilty party that they charged the foul to. Jayla Bremer hitting 1 free throw, 1 more to go. As that cuts the lead to 2 for Gering, 9-7. About 3 minutes left to go here as next one rattles in and out and pass up to the front court. It's Winkler dribbling down the right side, gives off here to a while. She thinks about it, but then pulls it back out, kick back out to Winkler. Wybara with the ball, kicks back over there to Freeze, dumps underneath there. It's Aguayo dribbling once, throws up a layup, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Gordon-Rushville, the Mustangs. Across the timeline, trying to pass it around here into the far corner. This will be a shot on the way from Haley Johnson. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Gering. Fast break on the way. Wybara kicks it back out to Winkler. Winkler fakes, drives. Kick out, loses the basketball, but Wybara picks it back up, gets it out of the corner. Gering still in control. About 2.5 left here in the first. Freeze with the basketball, top of the key, dribbles, tries to go around, whistle, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. They're going to get Reagan Schultz with a Gordon-Rushville foul. Nadia McKinney checks out of the ball game for the Mustangs and be replaced by McKinley Grover, a 5'10 freshman. Gering inbounds, passing it around the key. 3 ball away from Aguayo, rattles it home. Kiara Aguayo. Her first bucket of the night, and it's a 12-7 Gering lead, just under 2 minutes left in the first. As Gordon-Rushville dribbles around, top of the key, kicks it here near side, inside of the post as turnover, and Gering pulls it up here. Maddie Seiler dribbling around looking for somebody, gives it back off to Winkler, who kicks it over cross court there to Wybara, inside to Aguayo. Aguayo will throw it up. Rebound controlled by Gordon-Rushville. Minute 35 as clock is going to stop, and a timeout on the floor. This will be Gordon-Rushville, just a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here.
Timeout, Gordon-Rushville, 30-second timeout.
As in 12-7, Gering with the lead. Getting ready to close things out here in a very fast-paced first quarter. Been very back and forth early on. Gering seems to have found some luck here after a couple of three-pointers on the way. Kiara Aguayo getting the big 3 to really separate things out there for Gering, as they, for a while, they're just holding on to a 2-point lead. So, yeah, again, a very competitive Gordon-Rushville squad here inside the building tonight. As this will be now full court press action. There looks to be a 1-3-1 press coming from Gering as Gordon-Rushville trying to break it. Into the corner, they were looking for the double team, but then kicks it across courts. Underneath now, the basket as Gordon-Rushville's going to put one up here, and rebounds tipped around, but finally corralled by Gering. Winkler ends up with it, and across the court up she dribbles. Up through Aguayo. They'll pass it around. Winkler back up here top of the key. She'll fake and dribble, but they're going to get a travel. They'll say she faked it and stepped before she put the ball on the floor, and a turnover Gering. As substitution for the Bulldogs. Aguayo's going to go to the bench and get a breather and be replaced by 5'4" junior Kale Morris. Gordon inbounds, rolls off the leg of the Gering player, and they'll inbound again. More press action coming from Gering as Gordon-Rushville will break it. And into the corner will be Jayla Bremer. She'll bounce pass, cross-court pass, controlled here by Hurlbert. Hurlbert will bounce it inside there to Grover. And Grover will put it up, get fouled, and head to the free throw line. We've seen Gordon-Rushville at the charity stripe quite a bit already here in this first quarter. First foul of the night on Sydney Winkler. Make that 16 fouls for Gering here in this first quarter. Only 3 so far for the Mustangs. As first one on the way from Grover. Rattles it through. It's 12-8. Gering still with the lead here. Under a minute to go here in the first. Substitution in as well. So put Bree Lovell back into the ball game for Gordon, and another one on the way. Grover hits them both. 12-9 now the lead. Gering with just up by 3. It's Seiler back in the ball game, and she'll dribble around. Kick is over to Ibarra. She'll dribble around left side. Fake, and Winkler will jump shot on the way. Off the iron. Rebound is tapped around, and they're going to say out of bounds off of Gering. And another Gordon-Rushville possession coming up here. And that was a quick breather there as Key Lovell come out of the game. She jumps back in now to replace McKinley Grover. So another more zone press coming here from Gering as it's crossed away and turned over. Intercepting it will be Sydney Winkler, and she'll go right in, and they're going to get a body foul here on Key Lovell. That'll be her second. So looks like this will be another quick switcheroo as Grover comes right back into the game. Lovell will head back to the bench with that second foul. And not quite out of the first yet. 23 seconds left on the clock as Gering inbounds. Will dribble up courts. Maybe time for at least one more if they play it right. Passed around here, it's Morris. Now is in the hands of Ibarra. Winkler's got it now. Fakes it, dribbles around left side. Kick over to Morris. She'll pop a 3. Airballs it as Todd tries to save it for Gering, but it goes out of bounds. Can't quite corral it. And Gordon-Rushville will have it with the final 6 seconds of the first quarter. Inbound in. Clock is ticking. They'll go around, and travel called. Another turnover. This one going against the Lady Mustangs. So quick turnover. Gering will have it with 4 seconds left here in the first. Leading by 3. Ibarra inbounds it, and they got to get a quick shot off here. Seiler kicks out to Morris, fires a 3. Air ball again. That's how your first quarter is going to end here from Gering High School. The Lady Bulldogs of Gering 12 and Gordon-Rushville 9. Take another 1-minute timeout. Be back with second quarter here on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Welcome back here. Second quarter just getting underway here tonight from Gering High School. Girls basketball action currently underway. Gering and Gordon-Rushville, boys to follow at the conclusion of this contest. It's Gering with a lead by 3, 12-9. Again, just underway here, second quarter. As Gordon-Rushville controls it here in the first possession of the second quarter. They'll pass it around. They've got a one-shot in, but got blocked. They're now just passing it around. It's inside. And turnover here. Maddie Seiler is going to come with the basketball for Gering. Dribble up here. She's on the left side of the court. Back top of the key. A fake here by Freeze. She'll drive it all the way in. Try to take it to the hole. And a foul. This is going to be free throws coming here for Chloe Freeze. As that was Anadia McKinney who met her at the basket. And just contact foul, and the 15th foul so far tonight on Gordon-Rushville. As first free throw on the way off the iron, not there for Freeze. Lead will stay at 3 so far. Another opportunity now as Chloe Freeze dribbles, fires away. Off the back iron, can't get it to go. Todd's going to try to chase the rebound down, but doesn't. Gordon-Rushville comes up, and we're back the other way. Gordon will pass it over the head. That looked like it. They were looking for Hurlburt on that one. One pass and a quick turnover here, and it's right back in the hands of the Lady Bulldogs. As inbound to Winkler. She'll get it right across the timeline. She'll dribble crossover here and into the hands of Aguayo. Kick back over other side here. It's Seiler. Seiler back to Aguayo. Now back to Seiler here on the right side. She'll dribble, set herself, fire away for a 3. Can't get it to go, and underneath. We're going to get Nikki Todd battling for a rebound. I'm going to say a little bit more of a push there, or body foul of some sort. That's Nikki Todd with her second foul of the night, as another switcheroo here for Gordon-Rushville. That's Haley Johnson in for McKinley Grover. As actually now looks like we're getting that make that the 17th foul, and that puts Gordon-Rushville in the bonus. As Nikki Todd's going to go to the bench here, Jazz Wybara is going to check in for her. Todd with those 2 fouls, and a 1-on-1 opportunity, and off the back iron, Gordon-Rushville can't take advantage of it, and Gering will rebound back the other way. Kick over to Freeze there, far side of the court. Inside, they find the high post. Maddie Seiler tries to dribble and take it inside. She'll go up and take a foul, go to the line for 2. Fouls on Nadia McKinney. That'll be her second of the night. Foul number 6. One more for Gering to get into the bonus here, as it'll be Maddie Seiler at the free throw line for Gering. She'll throw it up there off the iron, just rolls in and out. Gering with a 62% free throw percentage on the year as a team, and next one will be good for Maddie Seiler. Seiler with her first points of the night, averages 7, and a timeout on the court. This will be a so it looks like this will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here on 93.3 and KNEV.TV. TJ Harvey here in the Logos broadcast booth, filling in for my buddy Chris Cottrell tonight. Glad to be with you along here on a great Friday night for basketball. One of the first times myself I've actually been able to be back here in the gym at Gering. The new and improved renovations they've made here tonight, or here at the school. A lot of remodeling done to the bleachers and whatnot. Just everybody, the project that was quite the undertaking, but all in all came out to be a very nice job. Well done. Out of the timeouts, it's Gering with a 13-9 lead here over the Lady Mustangs, and a little bit of trying to reset the clock here, as it looks like time has gotten wiped off of both clocks here as we look at the West Coast scoreboard. A little bit of a clock issue that we're trying to get fixed before play resumes. It's again a 4-point Gering lead here in the second quarter. I think we had about, I was thinking we had about 6.5, and actually no, they do set the clock back here at 6:45 to go here in the first half. And clock is set. We are ready to get back underway. As Gering will again attempt the 1-3-1 zone press against Gordon-Rushville. And Gordon inbounds here, trying to break, passing back and forth. They get it across half court. It's almost a steal there for Aguayo, as underneath the defense, taking hold here for Gering, as Rushville is struggling with it here, and finally taken away by Aguayo, and up the court is Matty Seiler. Kick over to Wybara, wherever it fires down underneath, and it's frees up in the air. They're going to say a no shot. I think we're going to say foul on the floor here, or nope. They will say no. They will say yes, it was on the floor. That was a foul on Haley Johnson for Gordon-Rushville, her first, but that makes 7 and a 1-on-1 opportunity now here for the Bulldogs. On the way for Chloe Fries. She converts 1. 5 points for Chloe tonight. As second one coming here from the bonus opportunity. As off the back iron on the second, can't get it to go, and Gordon-Rushville controls the rebound. Here come the Mustangs. Across the timeline, they give it off far side of the courts. This looks to be, that was Haley Johnson kicking it off, and kicked ball off of Gering. And this will be Mustang basketball, as Johnson will check out of the game, and this will be Bree Lovell checking back in here for the Lady Mustangs. Inbound, underneath the basket is Gordon. Fires over the top of everything, then they fire it back, they fire it around back inside. Up and underneath is Jayla Bremer. Offensive rebound, and then puts it right back in there. And it's now just a 3-point Bulldog lead. Into the court, Sydney Winkler drives inside, coast to coast, fires it right inside there. They're going to say no, a offensive foul on Sydney Winkler. Holy cow. So, offensive foul or charging, if you want to call it any of those, that is the call. So basket is waved off, and Gering still with the 3-point lead and gives it right back to Gordon-Rushville. Under 6 to play here in the first half. Gering turning up the heat with the defense on that press, but Gordon-Rushville will break it, get it back up top. They'll hurl it around and up. About the third time we've seen that happen, as Gordon-Rushville throws it away. It's been that kicking off to that right side of the court. It's been their Achilles heel. It goes out of bounds off of a Gordon player, and Bulldog basketball into the front court. Kicking back off here is Sydney Winkler. She'll try to shake and bake, but then fire it in to Maddie Seiler. Seiler's going to try inside, kick out, back out to Aguayo. Aguayo will kick back over now. It's Pazanka. Pazanka will fire over here. Aguayo back top of the key, trying to shake and bake a little bit, but now to the near side is Seiler. Back over to Winkler. Winkler will drive inside, stop, pop, and can't get the shot to fall, as offensive rebound by Gering. They'll fire it around, but dribble around, and finally driving inside will be Aguayo. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound Gordon-Rushville. Fast break on the way. Here come the Mustangs. It's Johnson with the ball. She'll go up top, and it's a foul. And this will be another free throw opportunity now for the Mustangs. I believe we had that is Sydney Winkler, the one that she got called for offensive foul just a moment ago. Now with that one, that's foul number 3 on her, and this looks like Steve Lamb's going to go to his bench again, as the first free throw off the rim there for Johnson, and this will be Briley Dean, 5'5" junior, will check in as Winkler goes to the bench. Meanwhile, Anadia McKinney checking in as well for Gordon-Rushville. Free throw on the way, can't get it to fall, is off the back iron, and rebound controlled again by Gordon-Rushville, but knocked out of bounds off of Gering, they're going to say. And this will be Mustang basketball again. Underneath the basket, it looks to be Johnson. She'll fire off there. Hobart now back into the near corner. Here is Bremer. They'll go underneath here to McKinney, and she'll put it up and in. Basket by McKinney. She's got 4 points on the night, and it's just a 1-point lead for Gering as they try to go fast break and quickly here. Back on the other end, Aguayo puts the layup up, can't get it to go, and she will go to the line as she's fouled by McKimmey. Nadia McKimmey, her third here on the night. See if Herbert will go to his bench, and he will. First free throw on the way for Aguayo. Can't get it to fall off the iron. As this will be McKinley Grover checking in for Gordon-Rushville, and Aguayo will attempt the second free throw. Try to get it back to a 2-point game, and cannot, as rebound is pulled down by Bremer for Gordon-Rushville. They'll bring it up the court. As Gering resets the defense now, it's pounded inside again by Gordon-Rushville, as rebound controlled finally by Aguayo for Gering, and off they go. Up ahead, and Dean just catches it. Back out here to Aguayo, who will pop a three off the front iron, can't get it to go. It's chased down by Pazeka. Pazeka will give it to Seiler. Seiler will dribble inside, go all the way up. Can't get it to fall. Freeze now with the basketball. Up for Gering, still can't get it to fall. Rebound now by Rushville. Here's a fast break as it's Johnson all the way up here, and will put it up, and fouled in the act of shooting. Johnson will go to the line for two. First, that's a foul on Gering. Briley Dean, the one that got a piece of her first, and that is a total of 10 fouls now on the Gering Lady Bulldogs here in this first half. That should put Gordon-Rushville into the double bonus now, as Johnson will miss the first free throw. Well, now we'll try to make it one of two. And can't get that to fall. It's off the back iron. Not there. Rebound by Gering. Pazeka pulls it down. Seiler will go up the court here. Left side kick at top of the key. It's Dean. Dean puts it on the floor. Gives it off to Aguayo. Aguayo dribbling back up cross court to Seiler. Seiler will fake, hold it, and now back to Aguayo. Aguayo tries to go around the side over to Freeze. Now Freeze spins towards the basket. Puts it up off the iron. Nice offensive rebound and attempt there by Seiler. It'll go out of bounds off of Gering. Seiler unable to quite handle it, and back over to Gordon-Rushville with 3:38 to play here in this first half. Gering with a 1-point lead, 14-13. Breaking the press is Gordon. Gordon will go underneath to Grover. Nice bounce pass underneath there to Bremer. Or rather, that was Lovell who will put it up, get fouled in the act, and it'll be more free throw opportunities. As Madison Seiler, her second foul of the night. As it'll be Lovell hitting the free throw. Makes it a tied ball game, 14-all, 3:28 to play here in the second. Lovell's first points of the night as she goes 2 for 2, hits the second. Gordon-Rushville now with the 15-14 lead over Gering here in the second quarter. Seiler with the basketball, front court. She'll pass it over here to Dean on the left side. Top of the key now, it's Aguayo. Aguayo back out to Dean. Dean trying to kick back over now. She does find Freeze here on the near side. They try to go underneath. It's bounced around and off of Gordon-Rushville, they're going to say. Gering will inbound it from underneath. It's Aguayo to do the honors. Slaps the ball. Looking for somebody. Finally at the top of the key, over to Freeze. Kick now into Dean. Dean will go baseline, go inside, bounce pass to Pazeka. Pazeka will put it up and just rattle it home. Nice find there. Dean to Pazeka, and Pazeka's got two. Grabs the lead back for Gering, 16-15. Under 3 to play, second quarter, as it's tipped away now by Gering here on the ensuing possession. They try to pound it underneath, but Gering comes back up with it now as it's kick back up here. A 3-ball on the way from Briley Dean on the other side. Rebound off the miss. It's Gordon-Rushville trying to go fast. Spin move there by Jayla Bremer. Can't get it to fall, and it's pulled down by Pazeka. It'll be Madison Seiler. Had almost got it taken away, but then now being pressured, gets it up court. Across the timeline, finds Aguayo. Now gives it back to Seiler, top of the key. Under 2.5 to play here in the first half. Cross-court pass, it's Dean. Dean will try to drive through the defense. Gives it back off to Pazeka. Pazeka's going to go baseline. Got stopped before she could really get the shot off. Tried to go up, but before she could get it off, a travel and a turnover again by the Lady Bulldogs. As looks like Maddie Seiler is going to have to come off the court. A little blood on the nose. And she'll go back with some of the training staff. Get that taken care of as Jazz Wybara comes in to replace her. approaching the 2-minute mark here, first half. It's Gering with a slim lead, 16-15 over Gordon-Rushville. It's Gordon ball as the Mustangs passing around top of the key. Herbert gives it off to Johnson, far side of the court, back top of the key. Herbert, she finds Lovell. Lovell will bounce past there into the corner. Johnson, and they're going to say Johnson traveled before the pass was off, and turnover on the Mustangs. Gering's going to have it with under 2 to play. As they get it across court, it's Aguayo. Top of the key, trying to find something here on the near side of the court. Another traveling call. That's at least 3 consecutive traveling calls I think we've seen now here in the last roughly 30 seconds. Turnover on Gering.
Number 12, Reagan Schultz.
So as Reagan Schultz checks into the ball game now for Gordon. Showing inbound to Hurlbert. Hurlbert will give it off here to Schultz. Schultz will now goes back inside. They pass it around now, find it in the far key to Lovell. Can't get anything to go there. They kick it back out. Top of the key now. Herbert's going to have it almost stripped away. They pound it inside to Grover. It's pounded away, tapped away, and out of bounds off Gordon-Rushville. The defense comes through for Gering. As Bulldogs inbound with a little bit of pressure here. They'll give it to Aguayo. She'll get it up court, fire away. Across the timeline to Freeze, pounded inside to Pizanka. Can't quite handle it, tries to save it, but tipped away in the hands of a Gordon-Rushville player. As it's ahead to Johnson, throws it up here on the ensuing possession. Rebound now pulled down by Gering. It's Freeze. We'll give it off to Aguayo. Aguayo will run up court, bounce pass, finding it underneath to Jazz Wybara, who puts it up. Can't get the shot, but is fouled, and it'll be Wybara at the line for the Bulldogs. 2 shots coming up on the way. It was Haley Johnson that got the piece of her second, and that'll make it 9 fouls here on Gering, on Gordon-Rushville. As Wybara can't get the first one to fall, second one to come. As Jayla Bremer now checks back into the ball game, and it'll be Bree Lovell heading to the Gordon-Rushville bench. Jazz Wybara dribbling here, trying to get us a 2-point lead, and can't quite get that to happen. Off the board, we're under a minute to play here in the first half. Gordon-Rushville with the basketball. Still Gering with the 1-point lead, 16-15. Passing it around. They fire a long 2. Can't get that to happen as it's pulled down by Wybara. Up ahead to, wow, she's got some daylight in front of her, but then pulls it back out. Cross-court pass to Adine. She'll hand off to Freeze, will put it on the floor. Dribble up ahead, up and in, and 1. Chloe Freeze. Took it right through all the way, took the contact on the way, made the shot. It's a 3-point Gering lead, 18-15, under 30 seconds to play, first half. And she's got one more to go here, throws it up, can't get that to happen off the back iron again. And it's controlled now by Gordon-Rushville. 22 seconds left to play and ticking here in the first half. They pound it inside to Grover this time. Can't get that to happen, gets her own miss. And tipped away by Gering. Get the takeaway, and it'll be Aguayo with 10 seconds left. Up ahead to Pizanka. She'll get that to fall. Nice find there. Aguayo to Pizanka. Pizanka's got 4 in the ball game. 2, 1. Buzzer's going to sound as Gordon-Rushville puts it up. Not there, and it'll be a 20-15 Gering Bulldog lead. Yeah, your Lady Bulldogs with a 5-point lead here at halftime. A very competitive Gordon-Rushville squad coming in here to Gering tonight. We're at halftime here on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our professional team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level because we have sleep disorders too. We use CPAP every night, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with most major insurance companies in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
We're back here in the Logos broadcast booth here at halftime. Gering High School. TJ Harvey here on the call for you tonight on a Friday night of high school basketball. Girls currently in action now and here at halftime. We'll be getting to the boys action here in just a little bit. But first, break down what we saw for you here in that first half between Gering and Gordon-Rushville. Gering with the lead here at halftime, 20-15. As we run down scoring for you for the Lady Bulldogs. A lone three ball from Sydney Winkler and Kiara Aguayo Peaks. Both hitting key three-pointers at key parts of the game to help give Gering the 5-point lead. Chloe Freeze currently leading the way here for Gering, as she's just above her average of 6 points a game. She's got 7 so far tonight. Jazz Wybara, Briley Bean both coming off the bench for Gering. Neither one has scored. Meanwhile, Maddie Seiler with a 1-for-2 trip to the free throw line. Just one lone point for Maddie tonight. Normally will average 7. See if they can't try to get her going here in the second half. Meanwhile, it's Carly Pazanka with a 4-point effort so far tonight. Carly battling a little bit of foul trouble with those 2 fouls here from the first half, and then also seeing action off the bench tonight. Nikki Todd with scoring a bucket as well for her, as well as committing 2 fouls herself. Meanwhile, for the visiting Lady Mustangs of Gordon-Rushville, pretty even, balanced scoring effort so far for Gordon-Rushville tonight. They've done all they can to try to pound it inside, get that game going. Haven't seen too many three-point attempts from them. Really trying to use some of the size they have to their advantage as much as they can, at least from what we've seen. So far tonight, scoring-wise, they're led by senior Jayla Bremer. She's got 5 points here in the ball game. Meanwhile, Nadia McKinney with 4 points. Pair of free throws from Bree Lovell. Meanwhile, also a pair of free throws coming away from McKinley Grover. She's a freshman coming off the bench. And we've also seen a bucket and 2 fouls so far tonight from senior Key Lovell. Other faces we called for Gordon-Rushville tonight, Haley Johnson and Reagan Schultz. Neither one has scored, but both have committed 2 fouls here tonight. And so far, again, a highly competitive, fast-paced game. At some point, you had to kind of expect a little bit of that. Gering, of course, with the 5-7 record here on the season, can't always judge a book by its cover. So Gering, a lot of ups and a lot of downs here this season so far. Meanwhile, Gordon-Rushville, very nice season for them so far here under head coach Randy Hurlburt here this year. Currently, as we mentioned earlier in our Platte Valley Company's pregame show, riding a 5-game win streak. As again, wins in that streak over Mitchell, Cody Kilgore, Valentine Bayard, and Hayes Springs. Recently, that win coming for them on Tuesday night. The last loss was in holiday tournament action against Chase County. Gering, meanwhile, trying to right the ship here after dropping a couple early contests here in January. Losses, a tough one to Shadron there on the road, and then, of course, the loss to Sydney last Friday. Gering so far with here in the driver's seat. See how the Bulldogs will respond here in the second half. We'll wrap up a little bit more halftime as the court has cleared here. The Gering dance squad out on the court, providing some halftime entertainment there just a moment ago. We'll take another 1-minute break, wrap up some more halftime, break down some more stuff here on 93.3 KMOR, KNEB.TV.
great big small bank.
Back here at halftime, here at the Logos broadcast booth from Gering High School, up here in, I guess what you would call it, kind of the perch, the crow's nest. I'm not sure really what we want to call it here so far, but but obviously a very nice and new and improved Gering High School, as again the renovations happening just roughly a couple years ago. Some very nice things done here. A lot of repainting, a lot of rebuilding, reshaping to make things happen here tonight. Again, a very nice place to be here on a Friday night as both teams enter back out onto the court here. Bulldogs and Mustangs both. Gering with that 5-point advantage here at half, 20-15. It's been a very competitive girls game. Boys action to follow here at the conclusion of this contest. Roughly 2.5 left here on the halftime clock. As both teams grab the balls, get out there, start warming up, getting ready for second half of battle. Quick preview here of our upcoming boys contest. As the Gering boys with a 4-7 record on the season will take on an incoming 8-4 Gordon-Rushville boys squad. The Gering boys riding a 2-game win streak with wins over Shadron and Sydney. Meanwhile, Gordon-Rushville a 3-game win streak of their own. They defeated Cody Kilgore, Bayard, and most recently Hayes Springs. Their last loss as well to the Chase County boys in holiday tournament action, 36-31 back there on December 29th. Under 2 here at halftime. Getting ready to wrap things up here. Again, we'll run down scoring for you one more time here. The Gering Bulldogs, led by Chloe Fries, the 5'7" senior with 7 points on the night. Kiara Aguayo with a lone 3-ball to her name here this evening. And of course, leading scorer for the Bulldogs on the season is Sydney Winkler at 14 points per game. Also pulls down 5 boards. Sydney, a little bit of foul trouble tonight with 3 fouls. Going to have to be fairly careful here coming up in the second half. Sydney, just 3 points so far here in the first half. Meanwhile, also scoring given up by Carly Pazanka with 4, Nikki Todd with a lone bucket, and a lone free throw from Maddie Seiler this evening. Meanwhile, for Gordon-Rushville, scoring-wise, as we said, fairly balanced effort here from the Mustang squad. Jayla Bremer leads them with 5 points. Nadia McKinney with 4 points. Free throws, 2 of them from Bree Lovell, as well as 2 free throws from McKinley Grover, and a lone bucket from senior Key Lovell. Ticking down the last 30 seconds here. We'll just go ahead and keep it right here as we wrap up our halftime show here from the Logos broadcast booth. As we're going to go ahead and just stop the clock here, it looks like, and we're going to just reset. Both teams look like they're ready to go as Gordon-Rushville breaks your huddle first. Looks to be they stick with about the same starters as what they had before. Looks to be Bree Lovell, Haley Johnson, Shelby Hurlbert, as well as Bree Lovell and Key Lovell. Meanwhile, Gering finally clapping, breaking the huddle. Coach Land giving everybody the last-minute instructions here to come out here in the second half. It is Sydney Winkler, Carly Pazanka, Chloe Fries, Kiara Aguayo, and Maddie Seiler for the Gering Bulldogs, as Gering will control it here first and very quickly turns the ball over. A little miscommunication there as Winkler had passed it right off to Pazenka. Pazenka tried to go right back to her after a one quick look, and it's over her head, out of bounds, and Gering turns it over on the first possession of the second half. It'll be Gordon-Rushville basketball now as they kick it around. Double team in the corner there by, looked like Lovell in the corner there. She tried to go through a double team, and looks like we're going to get a foul very quickly there. This will be on Kiera Aguayo, her first foul here in the ball game, and Gering will have the first team foul here in the second half. They fire it down underneath, and this will be Lovell. Key Lovell, her second bucket of the game, as it's bounced past and fired right inside to her. And just a 3-point Gering lead now as it's passed around. Gering basketball now up ahead. It's Freeze driving basket. Chloe Freeze leading the Bulldogs tonight with 9 points now as grabs the lead right back there to 5, 22-17. Just underway here, third quarter. It's Gordon-Rushville basketball back on the other end of the court as teams switch sides again. As it's dumped inside, and Jayla Bremer, 7 points on the night for the Mustangs. It's Gering basketball now in the front court. It's Winkler with the basketball, fires right inside of Pazenka. She goes straight up, can't get the shot to fall, but she's fouled, and that'll be free throws coming here for the Lady Bulldogs. As Carly, layup was just a bit too strong, and off we go. Here for Pazenka, off the rim. Backside, can't get it to fall. And Reagan Schultz checks in for Key Lovell for the Mustangs. And it'll be another free throw on the way from Pazenka. Can't get that one to go. It rattles in and out. Rebound down to Gordon-Rushville. As pass it up ahead here, it's Hurlbert with the basketball over to Schultz now. Back top of the key, Hurlbert goes right side this time. Over to Johnson, back to Hurlbert. Now in the hands of Schultz again in the corner here. It's Lovell with the basketball. Over to, now passing around the horn here. It's back in the hands of Schultz. She fires right inside of the post. It's outside now. Long one on the way from Gordon-Rushville. They airball it over the rim. Controlled by Aguayo for Gering. As it's almost thrown away. Tried to get it down the court ahead to Chloe Freeze. It's kicked around but finally knocked away off of Gordon-Rushville. Looked to be Shelby Hurlbert was in the vicinity, and it gets tapped out of bounds off of her. Gering basketball inbounding underneath. Aguayo to do the honors. Out to Seiler, top of the key. It's Freeze. Wide open, thought about it, but didn't take it. Fires it inside. Instead, it's kicked back out here. 3-ball on the way. Winkler can't get it to go. Long one tracked down by Aguayo. Will give it to Seiler. She'll attempt a three. Rattles that one off. Can't get it to go. Winkler with the rebound. Goes inside. Fires ahead to Pazenka. Pazenka will throw it up and get it to fall. Carly Pazenka going up strong to the hoop. Assist there from Winkler. And it's a 24-19 Gering lead. Under 6 to play in the third quarter. Gordon-Rushville passing around near side, back inside. They fire it and jam it inside there to Bremer. Bremer will try to take it up, and it'll get knocked out of bounds. Knocked away by Pazenka. Good defense there by Carly. As Gordon-Rushville basketball underneath the basket. Looking for someone wide open in the corner. It's Bremer, looks to be. Bremer will give it out to Hurlbert. Will fire it off now. Looks to be Johnson. Tried to get it off. Airballed it from the three-point line. It's up and out. Tapped away and out of bounds. Gering basketball. Like Gordon tried to actually tap it and hoping someone was going to track it down, but no such case. As a substitution on the way here for Gering. Maddie Seiler will check out of the game. Nikki Todd checks back in here for the Lady Bulldogs. As Winkler will bring it up to the front here across the timeline. And it's Winkler with the basketball. Passing away, finds Pazenka top of the key, back over to Winkler, gives it off to Aguayo. Little defensive pressure here from Gordon. As Aguayo will dribble away from it. Fires inside now, it's Nikki Todd, goes up and fouled on the way up, and Todd's going to go to the free throw line. Tried to get her, tried to go behind her and knock it away, but no such luck. Foul on Jayla Bremer. That will be her second foul here this evening. As Todd at the line for Gering. Can't get the first one to fall. Waiting for the second as McKinley Grover checks in for Bree Lovell for Gordon. And again, a 24-19 Gering Bulldog lead here. Just about 5 to play in the third quarter as Todd swishes one through. Goes 1 for 2. That trip to the charity stripe. Gordon basketball. Little press action here from Gering as Gordon trying to break it in the hands of Bremer. She'll fire it up ahead to Johnson. Johnson's got it now. Here on the Gordon-Rushville side. High post here. It's Bremer. She'll do a little Euro step move. Can't quite get the layup to fall. The layup is saved to track down just ahead there by Gering, but they throw it away on the ensuing possession here as it's fast around Schultz. Had a lane, doesn't take it, fires ahead through the legs of a Gordon player. Can't quite handle it, back out to the front court. Johnson with the basketball, high post, it's Bremer. Bremer trying to battle through here. Can't quite do it, and she's going to throw it away. Turnover on Gordon-Rushville. Gering with that 6-point lead now, 25-19. Winkler across the timeline. Going to get a little screen here. Give it back up top of the key. It's Todd. She'll swing it over to Aguayo here on the near side. Fires a 3. Can't get it to fall. It's tapped around. Rebound controlled by Gering. Back out to Freeze. Another 3-pointer. Off the back iron. Rebound controlled by Gordon-Rushville. Bremer pulls it down. Will keep a hold of it. Dribble it all the way up across half court. Near side. They fire it inside. Grover turns. Fires off the rim. Rebound tipped away. Now controlled by Gering up ahead. Fast break here. It's Aguayo. Near side just stops and pops. Tried to almost get a bank. Couldn't get it to fall. Up and in. Carly Bazenka on the offensive rebound and gets it on the second attempt. Carly's got 8. 27-19. Gering under 4 to play. Third quarter. It's up and over here for Gordon-Rushville. Tried to go underneath, but offensive rebound and put in by McKinley Grover. Grover's got 4 for Gordon as quickly on the other end, a shot thrown up and airballed by Aguayo for Gering. Gordon-Rushville comes up with it here and almost stepped over the half-court line. No call, though. They fire it up on the way. Airball 3 from Gordon as it's controlled by Freeze. Gering up ahead now, trying to get a little speed going here up ahead. They fire it right inside to Bazenka. Bazenka's going to go up and a hold underneath. This should be free throws coming. And instead, nope, they're going to wave the shot off. This one's going to be on the floor. Shelby Hobart, the guilty party. A little bit of a grab there, and Gering will inbound underneath the basket. Get it inside here to Freeze. She'll turn and fire off the rim. Not there, and rebound controlled by Gordon-Rushville. It's Schultz with the basketball. She'll get it ahead. It's Hurlburt. Fires in the corner there for Johnson. Johnson will pound it inside to Grover. Grover will turn, fire, and just get it to fall in. Back-to-back baskets from McKinley Grover for Gordon as it's 27-23. Gering leads back to 5. As up ahead here for Gering, Bazenka gives it off to Aguayo. Aguayo top of the key, back to Bazenka. Fires back over far side. Winkler inside to Todd. Todd will pike it right inside for 2. Nice pounding it right inside. Winkler finds the open lady. And Gering up back ahead, 29-23. Player on the floor for Gering, but back up here as it gets up here. Oh, Aguayo got up off the floor, stole it away. And tries to get the fast break, can't quite. Wisely pulls it back out. Bazenka fire back over to Winkler. Winkler's going to fire a 3. Airballs it. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be Gordon-Rushville basketball. Each team trying to go a little fast here at times, and we're going to get a timeout called on the floor. This will be a timeout called by the Bulldogs. Steve Land takes a timeout. We'll take one with him. 1 minute here on 93.3 KMOR.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
TJ Harvey back on the call here in the Logos broadcast booth. Right out of the timeout, Gordon-Rushville basketball trying to break the press of Gering. As gets kicked out of bounds, Gordon-Rushville's going to get it back though, and this time they get it across half court. They pound it inside to Grover again, and she can't quite get this one to fall. Rebound by Aguayo for Gering, and tries to go speedy up the court here. Stops, pops, bank, shot in. Kira Aguayo stops and pops inside there, and it's 31-23, Gering with an 8-point lead. Double team in the corner, they're going to say over and back. She stepped on the line. It was Reagan Schultz being guarded hard there by Carly Pazenka and Aguayo. And they get Reagan Schultz in a tight spot. Turnover by the Mustangs, and it'll be Gering with a nice defensive stop. As Chloe Fries will check out of the ball game, and Briley Dean will check back in for her. So it looks like Dean, Pazenka, Nikki Todd, Maddie Seiler, and Aguayo on the floor now for Steve Land. As they inbound, pass it around now. It's Aguayo in the corner dribbling around. Dean tries to just take it and go right through the defense. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow pointing to Gordon-Rushville, and it'll be Lady Mustang basketball. Next jump ball will be Gering's basketball. Should we see one? 1:17 left to play here, third quarter. Gering's up by 8, 31-23. As we've got a little piece off the basketball, looks like, or something going on. Oh, got it fixed. Action's back in. Another zone press here from Gering, as we've seen most of all game long. Gordon-Rushville will break it, pass it around. It's far side pass here. They pound it inside to Bremer now, but I think we're going to get a little bit of a, they're going to say traveling violation on Gordon-Rushville, and it's Gering basketball. Across the timeline, Maddie Seiler, not quite, now she crosses. Seiler's going to try to take it herself, but passes around. Over to Aguayo, 3-ball on the way, swish! Kiera Aguayo cashes one in from downtown. Under a minute to play, it's Gering up by double digits, 34-23. As they can't quite handle the defensive pressure, Nikki Todd's going to slap it away, and we've got a foul on the floor on Gordon-Rushville, and it is Gering basketball underneath the basket. Reagan Schultz, a little bit of a reach there underneath, got some contact. Third foul on her, as Carly Pazenka will inbound for Gering. Into the corner, it's Seiler, back out to Aguayo. Thought about a three, but is quickly caught here. Now over to Seiler for three. Off the back iron, can't get it to go. Bremer rips it down for Gordon-Rushville. She'll take it up here, guarded by Aguayo, who knocks it out. And out of bounds off Gering. Gordon-Rushville will take it out on the far sideline. Inbound quickly to Bremer. They're on the far side. Over back out to Schultz. Back to Bremer now in the corner. Now back out to Schultz. Little catch here between Bremer and Schultz as it's bounced and turned over. Gering's got the basketball. Maddie Seiler on the way, up ahead, and blocking foul called on Reagan Schultz. That'll be her fourth. Make that foul, should be foul number 6 on Gordon-Rushville here in this half. Gering doing a much better job handling their fouls here in the second half. Only one so far. As it's Maddie Seiler at the line, she'll cash one through. Her second point of the night. And as expected, Reagan Schultz exits the ball game. Shelby Hurlbert will take her spot in the Mustang lineup. And it's Seiler trying to extend the Gering lead. She'll fire away. Rattles in and out, can't get it to go, goes 1 for 2, but Todd rips it down for Gering. It's an offensive board, and then turned over. Gordon-Rushville with the basketball, spun away, it's Lovell. Kickoff to Hurlbert, who'll throw it up here at the buzzer. Can't get it to go, and that's how this third quarter is going to end with a 35-23 Gering Lady Bulldog lead over Gordon-Rushville. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. The fourth and final quarter is on the way on 93.3 KMOR at KDB.TV.
Wherever you're watching the big game, know that Alo's cheering right alongside you on every play.
Here at Alo, we believe the best fans deserve the best service.
And we believe this is the year.
This is the year. This is the year. And now.
And now is the time.
So upgrade this season with exceptional service provided by Nebraskans for Nebraskans. Switch today and score big with 5.
Ready to start quarter number 4 here from Gering High School. Girls action right now. Gering on top of Gordon-Rushville, 35-23 as Gering controls the first position. Underway here in the fourth. Riley Dean will take it baseline on the near side. We'll try to fire it inside the Todd. It's bounced around on a jump ball. This one should go back to the Bulldog. No. Oh, excuse me there. No, we had a couple of different changes of possession here. So no, that is instead Gordon-Rushville basketball. Got our possessions arrows mixed up there. Excuse me. So it is Mustang basketball. Dribbling in near side is Haley Johnson. In some trouble, fires inside there to look like, well, it's stolen away by Gering. Riley Dean looking for somebody, but gets knocked out of bounds before she can make a move, and Gering will retain the possession. And this will be Dean with the inbounding duties, and she'll get inside, or give it off, and then fires a three as she comes back in. Can't get it to go. It's knocked out of bounds off Gering. Nikki Todd battling underneath. Can't win it. And it's Gordon-Rushville basketball. As Briley Deaton will come off the floor, Chloe Fries checks back in after a little breather. It's a 12-point Gering lead. Quickly knocked out of bounds. Maddie Seiler with some defensive pressure there for the Bulldogs. And Gordon-Rushville retains possession. It will be Johnson to inbound. Into the corner to Bremer. Bremer give back to Johnson here in the front court. Johnson back. High pass out to Hurlbert, who will pound it inside to Bremer. Bremer out to Johnson. Johnson will take it inside. Fired all the way up and fouled in the act of shooting. This will be another trip to the charity stripe tonight here for Gordon. Foul on Gering. Jazz Wybara, her second on the night. As first one on the way from Johnson, rattles in and out, can't get it to go. Just underway here, just about a little over a minute gone here in the fourth. Gering with, again, a 12-point lead here in girls action. Boys to follow here shortly at the conclusion as Johnson will swish this one through for Gordon. Cuts into the lead, now 35-24 Gering. Gering breaks some pressure here as Seiler will try to throw it inside, and Nikki Todd will come up with the basketball and just throw it up and in for two. Nikki Todd with a quick bucket there. Recovered what almost looked like a turnover there for Gering. Makes it 37-24 Bulldogs. As Gordon will pass it around here. Pound it inside to Bremer. They've done that quite a few times, and she banks it in on a quick jump shot. Jayla Bremer with 9 on the night and a quick timeout called. This will be a full timeout for Gordon-Rushville. We'll take one with them and be back with more on 93.3 KMOR and KDB.TV.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
And out of the Gordon timeouts, we're back to action here from Gering High School as a quick foul on the other end. As Gering trying to take it up court, and a Quick little shove there on Bree Lovell. That was her first foul on the night. That makes it 16 fouls for Gordon. One more, and Gering should get into the bonus, but an inbound now by Gering as they have it across half court, and a quick one on the way from Bazanka. Couldn't get the three to fall, and is rebounded now by Haley Johnson for Gordon. She'll take it up the court here. Tries to go baseline all the way in, and fires up on the way inside to Anadia McKimmey. McKimmey puts the layup up and in, and cuts into that Gering lead. Now 37-28. Bulldogs on top here in the fourth. Under 6 to play. As passing it around the horn, it's Winkler on the far side. Will fire inside to Todd. Will put it up fairly quickly. Rattles in and out. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded, pulled down there by Grover. It's stolen away by Gering. And Aguayo comes up with it and the basket. Aguayo for 2. She's got 10 on the night. Has really come alive here in the second half. As Gordon-Rushville now being pressured here, it's Jayla Bremer will try to go right inside to McKimmey, and she does. McKimmey, with no one left home, puts it up for an easy 2. 9-point Gering lead now, 39-30. As shake and bake here from Winkler, she'll go all the way in, put it up, can't get it to go, but Todd with another offensive rebound, can't get that to fall. Pulled down by Jayla Bremer for Gordon. Bremer will dribble up court, guarded closely by Winkler. As it's pounded inside, McKinney again tries for another one, can't get it to go. Rebound chased down by Gering, but now on the floor, kicked around. Mad scramble for the ball, but Gordon-Rushville comes back out with it. Lanes reset here as they try to pound it inside to Bremer. Looks like we're going to get a foul on the floor. And foul is on Kiara Aguayo. Going to get her with a little bit of a grab there. Her second foul of the night. As that makes it the third team foul for Gering here in the second half. Inbound underneath, it's Bremer. Out to, looked like that was Hurlbert. Now over to Johnson. Johnson will try to toss it up, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Gering. Nice awareness underneath there by the Bulldogs. As I think we'll stoppage and play here as everybody gets reset. And Gordon will inbound now. Back in action here as it's Grover who tries to go back inside. And can't get that to fall. It goes off of Gordon-Rushville. They tried to pound it inside. Turnover. And it is Gering basketball. A little bit of press action coming from Gordon, but Gering's going to break it with ease as Winkler's going to dribble up the court. Had a fairly wide open lane. It's knocked out of bounds. Gering retains possession. Checking into the game now for Gering. Maddie Seiler. Check into the game and looks to replace Chloe Freeze. As it's Aguayo inbounding to Winkler. Out to Seiler. Seiler over to Aguayo. Wide open for 3. Can't get it to go, but a nice grabs her own miss. Aguayo will dribble around. Kick over to Pazanka. Pazanka will try to fake and go baseline, but looks like she moved before she dribbled. Traveling is the call, and a turnover on Gering. Gordon-Rushville basketball approaching the 4:15 mark here in the fourth quarter. They pounded inside there to look like that was Key Lovell. Key Lovell for 2 underneath. And it's a cutting into that lead. Gordon-Rushville slowly trying to claw their way back into this one as it's a turnover on the other end. Gordon-Rushville comes up with it. Haley Johnson with the basketball as is knocked away from Aguayo and kicked basketball. Will stay down with Gordon. We're under 4 to play here in the fourth. Gering still on top, 39-32, but lately it's been all Gordon-Rushville here as of late. As Turn fires, layup can't go off the inbound, and Nikki Todd's got a fattle down there, swing around. Going to get a shove underneath. And they're going to get, looks like they're going to get Key Lovell with a little bit of a shove there on Todd, and that'll put Gering right into the bonus. So 1-on-1 opportunity coming here. Nikki Todd will be the shooter. Try to extend this lead. As Gering is led for most of this ball game. As 1-on-1 opportunity off the rim, not there. Rebound controlled by Gordon-Rushville. as it's Hurlburt dribbling around against some pressure here on the near side of the court, being guarded closely by Aguayo. They pound it inside, and it's up and foul. Committed underneath. This should put Key Level over to the free throw line, or rather, no, if they're going to say they're going to call this on the floor. Maddie Seiler with her third foul of the night. So foul on the floor. They'll inbound, get it right inside there to McKinney, and she'll just try the quick little catch and shoot, and can't get it to go off the rim. Rebound down to Gering. They get it controlled up here all the way to across the timeline. Madison Seiler with the basketball, crosses over, dumps inside to Todd, almost throws it away, but then a quick underneath, and jump ball is the call. Gering retains possession. These possession arrows will change at the next go-around, and it'll be Gering basketball inbounded underneath. It's Aguayo out to Winkler, and Winkler will pass right out to Seiler. Back in the corner now, it's Aguayo. Couldn't get open for a three, but instead drives it inside overhead, rips down, rebound, it's Nikki Todd, but up in the air and pulled back down, jump ball underneath. And this will be Gordon-Rushville basketball. Nice hustle underneath, and a battle between Aguayo and look to be Hurlburt underneath on that one. As Bremer will inbound it against that zone pressure from Gering. Johnson will get it across the half-court line. Under 3 to play here in the fourth. Gering still on top here as an air ball on the way. Fired up and over, and rebound controlled by Todd for Gering. She'll give it off to Bazanka. Bazanka over to in the hands of Winkler now, as Winkler will speed it up the courts. Approaching that 2.5-minute mark now here in the fourth. Gering up 39-32 over Gordon-Rushville. Boys action to follow shortly here on KMOR and KNEB.TV. Gering passing around, if anything, trying to kill some clock, as it's tipped away, controlled by Gordon-Rushville, but taken away by Carly Bazanka. She'll go up underneath, put it up and in. Carly Bazanka, 10 points for Carly tonight. Much needed bucket there for Gering. As up and over, and an answer right back on the other end, as a little bit of a fast break and break of the press here. And Nadia McKinney with another bucket there. Timeout on the floor. Gordon-Rushville will take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here on 93.3 and KNEB.TV. Gering up by 7, has led by as much as 12 at one point. Currently staying in the driver's seat, holding on for all they can against a fairly stout Gordon-Rushville Lady Mustang squad. As buzzer sounds out of the quick break here, ready for the final 2 minutes of this contest. Gering basketball. You're looking at your radio dial, they're traveling from left to right. As pass over here, quickly breaking the press, Sydney Winkler here into the front court for Gering. Dribbling around, gets the screen from Todd, hands off to Aguayo, over to Maddie Seiler here on the near side. Cross-court pass to Winkler, holding here, under 2 minutes to play. Winkler fakes, looks, tries to go inside, it's tipped away there by Gordon-Rushville. Grover there getting in the way of Maddie Seiler. Players collide, ball's out of bounds. Gering retains possession. Underneath it's Aguayo for Gering. As quickly inside, but slapped away by Hurlburt. Out of bounds again. Gering basketball. And Steve Land gonna call a timeout. Trying to talk it over here with his girls. Another quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here at the Logos broadcast booth.
Just a reminder, fans, at the conclusion of this game, only those
boys
people who are household members
looking to be ready to take the court here momentarily. Gordon-Rushville over in their corner in the road blues, waiting for the ladies to finish up their business. Haven't seen any of the Gering boys squad as of yet. Should momentarily as timeout ends. Girls back on the floor now for the final minute 42 of this game. Gering inbounds. Out to Aguayo. In the corner, it's Pazeka for three. Off the rim, can't get it to go, but rebound by Winkler. Gering still with the basketball as kick over to Seiler in the far corner. Seiler looking for somebody. Instead, hands back off to Winkler. If anything, trying to stall a little bit. Winkler drives inside, tries to pound it right inside, but a foul. This one should be on the floor, and the foul's on Haley Johnson for Gordon, her third.
Number 10, Haley Johnson for Gordon-Rushville.
And this should be, and foul was on the floor, but that's 18 fouls and another 1-on-1 opportunity now for Gering. Sydney Winkler to shoot. Fires one away, can't get it to fall as rebound though by Todd. Can't get the follow-up layup, and Gordon-Rushville pulls it back down with 1:20, running it up the court. Skip ahead to Johnson, and we're gonna get a foul on the floor here. Yeah, little bit of a grab there. They're gonna call Aguayo for that one, and it's Gordon-Rushville underneath their basket, inbounds underneath, and quick turnover. Nadia McKimmey too far on the far boundary, steps out of bounds, and gives it right back to Gering. Adjustment to where to take the inbounds from quickly there by the officials. And it'll be Nikki Todd to inbound it to Sydney Winkler. Gets it quickly across the timeline. Gordon trying to slap it away as much as they can. Can't do it. Kick back over at far corner. It's Seiler who will dribble around. Gering trying to hold on to this one as they pass it around. A little bit of hot potato, if you want to call it that. Now, Winkler with the basketball, dribbles around. Pressure coming quickly. Aguayo now. Timeout called by Steve Land and Gering. We're going to make this a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one more with them here on 93.3 KOMOR and KNEB.TV.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success combined with resources from Raymond James can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation pre-retirement review.
Out of the timeout, Gering with the basketball inbounds with the lead. Fouls on the floor. Maddie Seiler to shoot some free throws here for Gering. And that will be the fifth foul on Key Lovell. She will foul out of the game and be replaced by Nadia McKimmey. As free throw up and through for Maddie Seiler. Couldn't get the second one to go, but the rebound was controlled by Gering. Knocked out of bounds though, off of Gordon-Rushville. So Gering basketball inside there to Nikki Todd. She'll go back outside to Seiler. Kick over to Winkler. Winkler now to Bazenka on the far side. Winkler back with the basketball. As a bump there underneath is Gordon-Rushville just trying to foul to stop the clock. That's on Hurlbert. So Hurlbert will commit her second foul on the night. So make this a double bonus here for Gering. Winkler to shoot. Fires one away. Gets it to go. Sydney's got 4 tonight. A little bit of a quieter night for her. Normally averages 14. Got 4, trying to make it 5 as Gering goes up 42-34. And it's taken through. Back-to-back free throws from Sydney Winkler. As final 30 seconds here, Gordon-Rushville fires it up and in. That is Nadia McKinney. 12 points for her tonight. She leads Mustang scores. Full 1 minute timeout by Gordon-Rushville. We'll take one more. Be back on 93.3 KMOR.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Back out of the timeouts. And inbounds and a foul on the floor as Sydney Winkler gets bumped to the ground, and that'll be a fourth foul on Gordon's Haley Johnson as Sydney Winkler back to shoot some free throws. Fires one away, gets it to go. Make that 3 straight makes from the charity stripe here for Sydney. Is Gering up now, 44-36, well in control of this one. Looking for that win number 6 as Winkler fires again, rattles this one home. Sydney's got 7, 45-36 Gering. Under 30 seconds to play, now down under 20. As Gordon-Rushville now just passing away, fires up desperation 3 off the backboard, pulled down by Gering. Pazenka's got it, and foul underneath. They're gonna get Jayla Bremer as the guilty party. With that, Jayla Bremer and her 3rd foul. To the line for the Gering Bulldogs, Carly Pazenka. Carly with a 10-point effort tonight and rattles the first one, in and out. We'll get a second here in double bonus. As Gering just completely clears out the box. All 4 players back there behind half court as Pazenka attempts number 2, gets it to go. Carly's got 11 tonight. As final 10 seconds here, Gordon-Rushville runs it through into the far corner. Reagan Schultz will just fire up a 3 off the rim, can't get it to go. Pulled back down, offensive rebound. Jayla Bremer, or rather, excuse me, that's McKinney with one more bucket to add to it for her nights, but not going to do it, as this one is a Gering Lady Bulldog winner. Your final score, Gering 46 and Gordon-Rushville 38. Gering gets that 6th win on the season. We'll take a timeout, wrap it up here, tell you how it all played out. Totally here on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers, from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
Bless you. A final here from Gering High School tonight in girls action as the Lady Bulldogs of Gering get their 6th win of the season over the Lady Mustangs of Gordon-Rushville by a final of 46-38. TJ Harvey here in the Logos broadcast booth here to break it down for you as the boys are out on the floor warming up for their contest. We've got a while before they get going, so wrapping up the girls here in our postgame show. Leading the way for the Gering Bulldogs tonight, Carly Pazenka. Some late points there at the end to push her ahead as the lead scorer tonight. 11 for Pazenka this evening, followed by Kiara Aguayo, who came alive in that second half to score 10 tonight. A 7-point effort from junior Sydney Winkler this evening. Meanwhile, a 9-point effort from Chloe Fries. A 3-point effort tonight as well from Maddie Seiler, the 5'5 sophomore. All free throws this evening. And it was Nikki Todd with 7 points off the bench this evening here for Gering. Also seeing action, we saw a little bit of Kale Morris. Did not record anything on the stat sheet tonight, though. We did also see a little bit of Briley Dean and Jazz Wybera as well. Both failed to score. Meanwhile, for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, a 9-3 record coming in. They'll leave Gering with a 9-4, as that is their first loss since the end of December when they lost to Chase County in holiday tournament action. So Gordon-Rushville now 9-4. Tonight for them, a 14-point effort from senior Anadia McKinney, averages 21 on the season. So for the most part, Gering doing a good job trying to contain her. So Anadia again 14 to lead the Mustangs. Jayla Bremer called her in quite a bit tonight. She finishes with 9. A 6-point effort from freshman McKinley Grover in reserve action tonight. 6 points as well for senior Key Lovell, her sister Bree Lovell, with just a couple of free throws this evening. 2 points for her, and a lone free throw coming from freshman Haley Johnson as well. Starter Shelby Hurlbert failed to score, and also saw some action from sophomore Reagan Schultz. She failed to score, however, committed 4 fouls. So that's how it wraps up for Gering and Gordon-Rushville in ladies action tonight. Again, your final. The Gering Lady Bulldogs 46, Gordon-Rushville 38. A 8-point win for Steve Land's crew. We should hear from Coach Land coming up here halftime of the boys game. We'll get some thoughts on how his girls did coming up here after a while. But for now, we'll take a little bit of a break and be back with you guys here in roughly about 10 minutes or so. Get back into Platte Valley Company's pregame action here for the boys. More basketball here on a Friday night in Gering coming your way on 93.3 KMOR and KNEV.TV.
Exceptional care right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
one thing about 2020, that was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
On this field, it's baling. But somewhere, there's one mowing. And somewhere, one raking. One loading. Stacking. Lifting. And pulling. Our full lineup of utility tractors is built to get any job done right. The Kubota M-Series.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Me at Tri-City Stormwater.
KMOR and KNEB.TV. A short little timeout there as we're in between girls and boys action here tonight on a Friday night high school basketball night at Gering High School. Girls action is all but wrapped up here. 46-38, Gering a win over Gordon-Rushville tonight. Boys are out there warming up on the floor. Before we get to pregame action, we're joined by head coach of the Lady High Bulldogs, Steve Land. Coach, thanks for joining us, for coming up to chat for a few minutes. I'll let you run with it for a few minutes. How'd your crew do?
I think we came out with a lot of energy. We started a different lineup tonight, try to get a little bit more energy going with our guards, put a little more pressure on them out front. We tried to change some defenses on them. We finally settled in, I think, at the end of the first quarter. And, I think our pressure got to them. I think we created a ton of turnovers tonight. And then our only downfall was free throws. We couldn't hit the broadside of the barn tonight from the free throw line. We left about 12, 15 points out there. I think we could have pulled away had we focused and knocked down some free throws. We were getting fouled and getting to the line and stuff, but it was a night that we just didn't shoot the ball very well from the line.
Yes, and like I said, it seems to be that's been kind of a bit of a bugaboo for you guys for most of the season. You guys, roughly here by our count, you guys were about roughly a 42% free throw shooting team. So again, some of those demons may be coming back to haunt you guys a little bit tonight, but overall, the defense really kind of making up for a lot of that. You guys, you guys did a lot of that zone press that really helped you guys out quite a bit, at least from our vantage point and everything.
Yeah, I think we definitely got the zone press going, and I think late in the game, I think we give up two easy baskets, but I think Carly Pazanka, I think, played well, and Nikki Todd came off the bench and played well. We rebounded. All the scouting reports we had said they're 9-3. They're a good rebounding team, and we did a nice job of holding them off the boards. And I think any time you can hold a team like that to 38 points, you're doing something right defensively. So it'll be a whole different ball game tomorrow morning when we open up with Campbell County coming to town, and they'll be physical ball club. They're a big 5A type school in Wyoming, and I think Scottsbluff's a common opponent. They beat them by 7, but that was way early in the season, so a lot of things have changed since then, and we'll expect a battle tomorrow.
So, yep, absolutely, Coach. One more quick thought here. You guys had a big time player, Anania Bakimi, a girl who scores over 20 a game, or averages 21 a game, excuse me, and you guys hold her to 14. So how were you guys able to really kind of hold her down?
Well, that's one thing I wrote in the board before the game, is that we have to hold her under her average. I think if we do that, we have a good chance of winning the game, and our kids, I think, took that to heart. They were aware of where she was at. She was dicing and slicing in there in the high post, low post, and I think we got just enough pressure. I think our guards doubled her a few times and made her give the ball up. And with everything that we threw at her, I think still 14 points is a pretty good night for a high school basketball player. But she was a tough sell. I got a couple scouting reports from Shadron and Sydney, and they said that she's a real deal. So we did do a nice job of holding her under average.
Yep, absolutely. You guys, obviously, all around great team effort for you guys. Defense, obviously, kind of leading the charge for that for the most part. You guys were able to get some shots, obviously, some key three-pointers there in about the middle part of the game. Kiara Weil knocks down a 3, Sydney knocks down a 3, and even I believe Coach. By my count, I believe Chloe Freeze might have got one in there too. So, but yeah, obviously, you guys able to hit some shots key in those middle parts of the game. What did you say to the girls? You guys obviously up by 5 at half, played a very decent competitive half. What did you say to the girls at halftime to get them to come out strong?
We always talked about the first 3 or 4 minutes of the third quarter determines the game. I thought we had our right mind. I think we had a lot of energy, and it's a matter of making some shots. It wasn't that our defense was bad, because I think we held them to 15 points at halftime, but we just weren't getting many things to fall, and we told our kids to don't hesitate at all. And some of them were hesitating, thinking, oh, should I shoot or not? I mean, you just got to let it fly. I think Carly did that a couple of times late in the game, and she hasn't shot a lot of threes, but she was open, and she's been practicing our threes more, and so we had just the speed of the game. We talked about speeding the game up, because I don't think they're feeling real comfortable playing as fast as we want to play, and so that was part of the key to the defensive things, getting a few steals, turnovers. I think we capitalized with some points off of turnovers, and that was big as well.
Coach, absolutely great win for you guys tonight. 6 wins. Campbell County coming in, a tough team coming out of Gillette coming in tomorrow. Go get them tomorrow.
All right, thanks a lot.
Head coach Steve Land of the Lady Bulldogs of Gering joining us for some post-game comments here in the pregame of the boys' game. So we thank Coach Land for stopping by. A great win by his team tonight. The girls win it 46-38 over Gordon-Rushville. That game in the books, putting that to bed, focusing on the boys' action right now as Gering comes into this one 4-7 on the season under head coach Kyle Cotton. Currently riding a 2-game win streak with wins up at Shadron 56-47 and then a 58-49 win here at home against Sydney last Friday night. Next up, they will have the Campbell County boys from Gillette. That'll be here tomorrow from Gering High School. Meanwhile, the visiting Gordon-Rushville boys and their longtime coach Joel Nelson, they're 8-4 this season. Currently riding their own win streak of 3 games. 3 in a row so far with wins over Cody Kilgore, Bayard, and recently defeating Hay Springs just this week on Tuesday, 51-20. Their last loss was in holiday tournament action there on December 29th, where they lost to the Chase County Longhorns 36-31. So a couple teams that haven't lost in at least a couple of games. Should be a very highly competitive matchup here. As again, we did see there in the girls' game. We'll see if the Gering boys can replicate some of the defensive effort we saw from the girls' game and get themselves a win. This is the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We'll have starting lineups and more coming up here on the way. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout. Again, your starters on the way here on 93.3 KOMOR and KDB.TV.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Back here in the Platte Valley Company's pregame show, boys action ready to take place here at Gering High School on Friday night high school basketball. TJ Harvey here in the Logos broadcast booth, getting ready here as the starters just about to be announced. PA announcer with some last minute announcements right before the game. As we'll go ahead and start off with some starters here. The starters here for the visiting team getting ready to be announced. We're going at that here in just a moment.
For the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, the 5'5" sophomore, number 3, Logan Slama.
And first one through the hole looks to be 5'5" sophomore, number 3, Logan Slama. Followed by Carter Anderson, a 5'11" sophomore. Jumped up and met by PJ Lynch, 6'1" junior. He averages 13 points per game. Meanwhile, Cohen McKimmey, a 6'3" sophomore, is next through, and the big center, and averaging 13 points, 14 rebounds per game, will be 6'5" sophomore Jace Nelson. And the starters for the hometown team, the Gering Bulldogs, Max Greeley, a 6' sophomore, averages 21 a night. Meanwhile, Brett Pazanka, the 6'1" senior, averages 12 points, 7 rebounds. He's followed by Jack Franklin, the 6'1" senior, who also averages right about 14 points per night. He's followed by Sam Rocolo, 6 points per night, a 6'3" junior, and Caden Bonsack, a 6'2" sophomore. That rounds out your starting 5 for head coach Kyle Cotton's group. As teams are on the floor, Gering in the home whites, blue numerals, blue and some gold trim. Gordon-Rushville in road blues with some of that orange trim and white numbers. Ball is in the air, tipped away, controlled by the Bulldogs. We are underway. In the front court, Caden Bonsack gives off to Greeley. Into the other side, it's Franklin with the basketball. Gives off there, it's Bonsack. Bonsack's going to give off now to Pazenka. Pazenka here in the front court. High post is Bonsack. Bonsack's going to get it stripped away here. Taken away by Slama. Slama's going to think about a layup but then pull it right back out. Step back out, fire! A three-pointer, and first blood is drawn by the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Logan Slama for three out of the corner. And Gering back on the other side, tries to go right underneath. It's blocked and out of bounds. Nice defense on the other end there by Gordon-Rushville. As PJ Lynch uses that all of his 6'1" frame, slaps it out of the way, denies Jack Franklin. Underneath is Gering. Ball on the way from Greeley, off the hard iron. Pulled down by Gordon-Rushville. It's Slama going to take it up here. Moving fairly quickly, just underway here in the first quarter from Gering. As underneath now, it's Carter Anderson with the basketball, gives off back to Jace Nelson. Nelson's going to give off now. It is Lynch. Lynch fires away, airballs it, pulled down by Max Greeley. Greeley's going to have it kicked, knocked away. Kick ball, make it go right back to the Bulldogs. As on the far sideline, they'll inbound it. Pazenka into Greeley. Greeley in the front court. Dribbling around, looking for somebody. Gack out to Bonsack as he pops out there. Dumps it right inside there. Sam Rokolo is going to battle underneath, put it up, airball it, and pulled down by Gordon-Rushville. Carter Anderson brings it up here for Gordon-Rushville. As Slama thought about a three, instead drives it in baseline, down underneath, in some trouble. Back out now, it's Lynch. Lynch, top of the key, is Anderson. Anderson to Slama. Slama pulls it back out, resets the offense. Now back to Lynch. Lynch here on the near side of the court, guarded tightly by Pazenka. As it's cross-court pass over to Slama, gives off now, it's Anderson with the basketball, guarded by Jack Franklin. Pounded inside to the big man, Jace Nelson. He'll turn, fire away. Rokolo, nice defense from him. He'll pull down the rebound. Gering gets it back up across the timeline. Greeley's going to take it all the way in, rattles in and out, can't get it to go. Rebound slapped around, but finally corralled by Nelson for Gordon-Rushville. Skip ahead pass. It's Lynch with the basketball. Lynch will give it back top of the key. Slama over to Nelson now. Now Carter Anderson with the basketball. Dribble once, fires away for three. Off the back iron, long rebound for Slama. Gering couldn't even grab a hold of it. Now Anderson with the basketball. Slams it inside here. Jace Nelson will spin move, go up inside. Blocked by Rokolo, but they're going to get him with a foul. Fouls underneath. Sam Rokolo.
That was on number 41, and Samuel Rochlow for Gering. His first, team first.
Make that the first foul of the ball game, and it goes on Gering. Sam Rochlow.
Number 24, Jace Nelson.
As Jace Nelson shooting the ball. Fired one, couldn't get it to go. Bonsack's going to come out of the ball game. He is replaced by Austin Mitchell, a 6'2 senior, and Nelson. 2 for 2 at the line. Back the other way, Gering basketball. Greeley holding on to the basketball, kicks over to Jack Franklin. Franklin's going to give it off to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Greeley. Greeley dribbles out of some trouble, trying to go inside, loses the basketball, picked up by Rochelo. Now given off here, it's Pazenka. Pazenka's going to fake, try to drive inside. Turn looking for someone, tries to bully his way in. Fade away, blocked and tipped away. Grabbed by Carter Anderson, and a little scuffle there underneath. They're going to get Pazenka with a hold, or rather, that's Austin Mitchell with the hold there. His first foul, second team foul on Gering. Early going here, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's Gordon-Rushville with a 4-0 lead on the road. Slama's going to bring it up here for the Mustangs. And underneath, and it's skip. Little pass underneath is too far for Anderson to handle. Carter Anderson will go out of bounds. It's called out. Turnover on Gordon. And Gering basketball back ahead across the timeline now. As Greeley will dribble around, give it off to Mitchell. Mitchell on the far side, pounds it inside of Pazenka. Pump fakes, goes up, he's fouled. That'll be a trip to the charity stripe for Brett Pizanka. Pizanka's going to go there as the foul is called on P.J. Lynch. Got him up in the air. And it's Lynch's first foul of the game and first team foul overall here for GNR. Free throw. Swishes right through for Pizanka. His first points of the night. Finally gets Gering on the board. Pizanka for the second. Rattles in and out. Can't get it to go. Rocheleau with the rebound, though. Puts it right in. And it's a 2 for 1. Rocheleau for 2 off the offensive rebound. And Gering's right back in this thing, down 1. 4.5 to play, first quarter. Gordon-Rushville basketball. Dribbling around. As it's Lynch passing around. Now Slama fires away for 3. Off the front iron, over the backboard, out of bounds. And it is once again Gering basketball. As Slama's 3 goes wild, out and about. And inbound to Max Greeley. Gering across the timeline. Greeley, far pass to Rocheleau. Tries to pound it inside, but instead kick ball up in the air. It'll be out of bounds underneath the basket. Gering basketball as 3 players swap in now for Gordon-Rushville. Kane Hollowhorn will check in for Gordon-Rushville, along with Keegan Schwarting. Get the rest of them here in just a moment as the inbound up, and a travel called on Brett Pizanka as he attempted a 3, couldn't get it to go. And it'll be Gordon-Rushville basketball. Also, Ellis Livingston has checked in, a 5'8 sophomore with the basketball now for Gordon as they pass out to Anderson. It's Schwarting inside to Jace Nelson, back out to Schwarting, and Schwarting fires away, gets it for 3, near side, and makes it a 7-3 Gordon-Rushville lead here in the first. 3.5 to play. In the corner is Rocheleau. He'll pound it inside, but go out of bounds. Once again, off the foot of Gordon-Rushville. It'll be Pizanka to do the inbounding. As slaps it up here, gonna throw it inside, and one of the rare calls out there, 3 seconds in the lane. Gonna get, that was a foul there, a little on the floor for Max Greeley. His first foul of the game, a little shove there. And that'll go back the other way for Gordon-Rushville's basketball. In the game now is Hunter Hayden, 6-foot senior. He replaces Greeley after the foul. And it's tapped around and off of Gordon-Rushville. A little scurry there for the ball, and Gering comes back up with it. It'll be Hunter Hayden to do the inbounding. Inbounds to Pizanka. Pizanka will dribble it across the timeline for Gering, trying to cut into this 5-point Gordon-Rushville lead here in the first, approaching the 3-minute mark. Franklin passes out. It's Rocheleau holding it out top of the key. Back out now, Austin Mitchell. Mitchell with the basketball, gives it off Jack Franklin in the corner. Pizanka is going to hit it. Stop, pop, go baseline, put it up. Rocheleau is going to grab the rebound, put it up and in. Another one off an offensive rebound, and the second pick of the night for Sam Rocheleau. 2-point lead now, Gordon-Rushville. As it's turnover on the other end, Gering back with it here. Fast break opportunity, and up and in is Jack Franklin on the layup. Tied all at 7s. 2.5 to play, first quarter. Gordon-Rushville basketball. Passing it around, it's Hollowhorn. Going to try to jump, hop, and just has to dump it away for Jace Nelson. Nelson back out here outside the 3-point line, trying to go inside, guarded tightly by Rocheleau. Now give off to Hollowhorn again. Hollowhorn in the corner. Picked up his dribble, cross-court pass, it's Schwarting. Schwarting over now to Carter Anderson. Anderson guarded closely, goes inside, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Hunter Hayden with a reach.
Foul is on number 23, Hunter Hayden.
As Hayden checked in just a bit ago here for Gering. Gordon-Rushville basketball near side, inbound in. It's Livingston passing around, and there is Carter Anderson. Anderson dumps inside to Nelson. Nelson goes baseline, puts it up, can't get the layup to fall, grabs his own miss, puts it up, can't get it to go again. Tapped around, finally comes out with it, just gives it back out to Livingston, who pops the 3 off the front rim. Finally, Gering grabs it, It's Pazeka running it up the court, up to Jack Franklin. Franklin stops and pops a 2 off the rim. Can't get the stop and go. Gordon-Rushville basketball on the rebound. Livingston bounce pass to Anderson near side. Anderson double teamed. Over to Schwarting. Schwarting back out to Livingston. Quick pass over to Hollowhorn. He'll fake, drive it in, up and over. Nothing's called. We're going to get late whistle and a foul underneath. This should be some free throws coming. And foul on Austin Mitchell. That'll be his first. As free throws for Kane Hollowhorn, he hits the first. And substitutions into the ball game. Caden Bonsack, Max Greeley check back in for the Gering Bulldogs. Jack Franklin and Austin Mitchell are out. Meanwhile, Sam Rocheleau checks out of the ball game. And we'll see the first of Jackson Schlotthauer, a 6-foot junior. Meanwhile, players checking back in here for some new players in for Gordon-Rushville. We'll get those in just a moment as it's sent through by Hollowhorn on the second free throw. Logan Slama checks back into the ball game. It's Slama, Livingston, Schwarting, PJ Lynch, and looks to be new player in the game here for Gordon-Rushville. All right. Looks like Charles Hollowhorn, and that's a three-pointer on the way from Gering. As Max Greeley fires one away. As Gordon-Rushville basketball back on their end, dribbles through, tripped up on the floor. Max Greeley with the foul, his second on the night. Get a substitution on the floor as Greeley's going to come right out of the game and be replaced by Eli Merez, a 5'8" sophomore. As it's inbounded here, Livingston inside to Schwarting. Schwarting's going to have it turn. Fire back out here in the corner now. It's Livingston pump fakes, fires it inside, but tapped around. Finally, Bonsack comes up with it. And it's Pazeka. Far pass ahead to Merez. Inside, tried to find Schlotthauer, but he wasn't ready. And Gordon-Rushville comes back up with it. Fast break. Pulls it back out and slows it down. Gering has the lead 10-9 after that Greeley three-pointer. As it's pounded inside, that's Hollowhorn underneath. Got it to go. Charles Hollowhorn with a basket underneath. Gordon-Rushville pulls back ahead, 11-10. 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's thrown away on the other end. Ensuing possession for Gering. Brett Pazenka will check out of the ball game. Jack Franklin's back in. Just 10 seconds left to go as Gordon-Rushville brings it up across the timeline. Pass off there to PJ Lynch. Lynch has got it with 3 seconds left. It's turned over, and Bonsack's just going to haul it up there and slam it back against the backboard on the long baseball pass/shot. And that's how this first quarter is going to end. Gordon-Rushville 11, Gering 10. Back with the second quarter after a 1-minute timeout on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live. Ready now for second quarter action from Gering High School.
in boys action right now as Gordon-Rushville leading Gering 11-10. Underneath it's they leave Charles Hollowhorn wide open there on the baseline, drives it in, and he makes them pay. Extends the lead to 3, 13-10 Mustangs over the Gering Bulldogs. As back on the ensuing possession, it's Gering trying to make something happen. Franklin throws it away near the baseline. Fast break on the way as Pizeka gets there just in time to knock it away and denies a layup opportunity there for Gordon-Rushville. Jackson Schlothauer will check back out of the ball game. And Sam Rocheleau is back in. It's Rocheleau, Hunter Hayton, Jack Franklin, Brett Pizeka, and Caden Bonsack back on the floor for Gering. Inbound for Gordon-Rushville. Top of the key, it's Lynch. Passing it around, Carter Anderson. Back top of the key, it's Lynch. Averages 13 a night. They go baseline again to Hollowhorn. He'll be underneath. Battle a little bit here. Up and over. Rattles it and out. Almost grabs his own miss, but a nice battle and pull away there by Rocheleau. Up ahead to Bonsack, who will dribble ahead. Not quite ready to handle it. Then comes back up, fires away. Baseline, gets fouled in the act of it. Airballs the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Fouls on number 30, Charles Hollowhorn.
First foul of the night on Charles Hollowhorn, senior coming off the bench for Gordon-Rushville, as Bonsack will hit the first of 2. Creep in here, it's a 2-point ball game. Very competitive so far here in the early going. As second one rattles off the rim, pulled down by Gordon-Rushville. We're gonna have one on the floor.
Fouls on number 30, Charles
Hollowhorn with a push underneath, and that gives it right back to Gering. So underneath, it'll be Hollowhorn checking out of the game, and back in is Cohen McKinney, of the original Mustang starters. Again, Gordon-Rushville still with the 2-point lead, 13-11. 7 minutes left here in the half. Long inbounds pass overhead to Franklin. They'll give it off to Pizeka, top of the key, and he was looking for Hayden in the corner. He was trying to clear out and skips right past him. Turnover on the Bulldogs. So back into the hands of Gordon-Rushville. Press coming on the way here from Gering. Gordon-Rushville's going to break it though. Into the corner, Logan Slama here on the near side. He'll dribble out of a little bit of trouble. Give off to Carter Anderson. Anderson will high pass inside to Jace Nelson. Guarded closely there by Rocheleau. Kick it back out. It's going to be in the hands of McKinney now. Off to Lynch. Lynch will give off to Slama. Slama will dribble around, gives off to Anderson. Anderson dribbles around. 6.5 to play in the half. Slama here in the corner goes baseline underneath. Kick back out to Lynch, trying to find an opening. Goes up and over. And shot's not there. Tipped around. Finally corralled by Gering. Pizeka's got it. Going to try to go do it himself, but tipped away by Slama for Gordon-Rushville. He'll pull it back out. And a long three on the way. Rattled through by Carter Anderson. Nice find from Slama. And Anderson just launches one from way deep. And that makes it 16-11 Mustangs over the Bulldogs. Under 6 to play in the half. Turnover on the other end. I believe we had a travel, if I'm not mistaken, or just out here on Gering, and it'll be Mustang basketball yet again. As they pound it inside to Jace Nelson. Nelson will kick back out to McKinney. McKinney over to Lynch in the far corner. Now back to in the hands of McKinney. McKinney, top of the key, Slama. Slama's going to give back to McKinney. McKinney back to Slama. Slama will launch a three. Off the back iron. Rebound by McKinney. And we've got a hold underneath. And that they're going to get Pizeka on that one. Almost looked like a jump ball for a quick second. But they're going to call Pizeka with a hold. And so inbound underneath. And substitution in the game, Hunter Hayden checks out. And new player in for Gering is 5'10 sophomore Joseph Van An. And this will be that is the 7th team foul on Gering, so that puts Cohen McKinney at the line for a 1-and-1. Shot is up. Swish through by McKinney. His first points of the night. Makes it 17-11 Gordon-Rushville. 5:22 left here, second quarter. As McKinney dribbles, fires away, 2 for 2. 18-11, Gordon-Rushville leading Gering in their home. As Pazeka tries to find someone down the leaf right in front of Jace Nelson as he 6'5" sophomore intercepts it. Other way going, Gordon-Rushville ball. Slama with the ball now. Trying to find somebody. He finds Lynch here on the far side. Lynch getting a screen. Finds Jace Nelson. Nelson's going to take it all the way to the hole. In and through. Jace Nelson with a bucket. 4 points on the night for him. A 9-point Mustang lead over Gering. As Bonsack's got it in the corner to Van An. Van An's going to try to dribble around, give inside to Rochelo. Rochelo's going to bully his way down, spin underneath, try to get it up, and just rims in and out. Pulled down by Nelson for Gordon-Rushville. As up ahead here, kicked off to Carter Anderson. Thought about a three, but fakes, goes inside, back out to Nelson. Nelson at the top of the key. Going to kick over to Nelson now, or rather Anderson far side. Anderson in some trouble. He'll turn it over to Rochelo. Steals it for Gering. Pazenka's got it now. As here come the Bulldogs. Pazeka trying to go coast to coast, dribble right through, but it's stolen away and saved by Gordon-Rushville. Fast break on the other end. It's McKinney now underneath with the basketball. Slama will hold it. Go underneath, kick back out to Anderson, who will try a three. Just rims it in and out, couldn't get it to fall. And we've got a foul on the floor. This one's going to go against the Bulldogs. Hold underneath. I think they got Pazenka with another one.
Fouls on number 20, Jack Franklin.
Or rather, it'll be Jack Franklin, the guilty party, and substitutions in the game. Slamas and McKinney leave for Gordon-Rushville. Greeley also checking in for Gering. He'll check in for Pazenka. So now Max Greeley, Rochelo, Bonsack, Franklin, and Van An, the 5 on the floor for Kyle Cotton's crew. As the first free throw up and through for PJ Lynch. As he extends the lead to 10, 21-11. Lynch for another one. Can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by the Bulldogs. Skip ahead, pass to Franklin. Franklin trying to clear some things out here. Pounds it inside to Rochelo. Rochelo will back his way down to the basketball. The basket can't get it to go as he fires it up. Rebound by Gordon-Rushville, but they got some pressure down there as it's intercepted by Franklin. Takes it all the way in. Off the steal, Jack Franklin. Heads up defensive play and a layup. 21-13. Leads back down to single digits. As passed around now by Gordon-Rushville in the ensuing possession. It's Livingston and Schwarting that have checked back in for the Mustang crew. Anderson with the basketball pounds down to Jace Nelson. Nelson will bound underneath. Ready to go reverse layup, but in and out, can't get it to fall, and it's Rochelo underneath. Looks like they got Rochelo underneath with a foul. That'll be the second on Rochelo here in the first half. As they're going to put Jace Nelson at the line now, and he fires one away, gets it to go. 5 points on the night for Jace Nelson for GNR. Joseph Van An will check out of the ball game for Gering. Brett Pazenka is checked back in. Pazenka, Greeley, Rochelo, Bonsack, and Franklin, your 5 for Gering. Second free throw is swished right through for Jace Nelson. Makes it 23-13. Leads back to 10 for Gordon-Rushville. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first half. As handoff after handoff here for Gering in the hands of Pazenka right now. Off to Greeley. Tries to drive right side. He'll stop, pop a three. Can't get that one to go as it's rattled around off of Gordon-Rushville. On the ensuing rebound, and it'll be Gering basketball underneath. Pazenka to inbound. Looking. Finds Franklin, who will pop a quick three. Rattles in and out. Bonsack trying to chase the rebound. Can't get it to go. He's chased away. Beaten by Livingston, who is double teamed in the corner. It's passed out of bounds. Tipped away by Gordon-Rushville. And Bulldogs will get it right back. Down 10. 2:45 left to play first half. They give off to Greeley, who will go all the way in. Try to go up. It's a foul in the air, shooting 2.
Foul is on number 2, Ellis Livingston.
Ellis Livingston with his first foul of the ball game will send number 1, Max Greeley, to the line. As Greeley swishes one through.
Number 24, Austin Mitchell.
Austin Mitchell checking into the ball game now for Gering, replacing Caden Bonsack. As Greeley trying to cut back into this Mustang lead and rattles in and out. It's up in the air. We got a shove underneath. I think we're going to get Rocheleau with another one, and we do. Make it the 3rd foul on Rocheleau, and this will be free throws, as that's the 10th team foul on Gering.
His 3rd, team 10.
That's going to put Keenan Schwarting at the line for Gordon-Rushville, trying to get the lead back to 10. And he does on the first free throw. Schwarting's got 4. Jackson Schlothauer off the bench for Gering. And Rocheleau will take a seat. Kyle Cotton maybe trying to save one of his big guys as much as he can. Schwarting, second free throw. It just rattles home, and it's 25-14 Gordon-Rushville. 2.5 to play here in the first half. Gering pounds it inside to Franklin. Franklin will stop, up, look at Greeley, thought about a 3, fake, decided to go around, tried to drive his way through. I think we had a foul before the shot. This one's going to be on the floor. Ellis Livingston, a little bit of a reach in.
Foul on number 2, Ellis Livingston for the Mustangs.
As Slama will come into the game, replacing Livingston.
Checking into the game for the Mustangs.
2:22 left to play, first half. Gering with the ball, inbounding. They get it to Franklin. Franklin tried to go back over to Bazenka, nobody's there. Tries to give it to Austin Mitchell, tapped away, but Franklin comes back up with it. Looking for anywhere that he can. Inside to Jackson Schlothauer. Schlothauer puts it up off the rim, pulled down by Jace Nelson, going back the other way. Slama for GNR. And it's picked away by Max Greeley. Up ahead, fast break. Here come the Dogs. Greeley puts it up, can't get it to go. Pulled down by Nelson. It's tapped away as trying to just steal it back. And up ahead, low numbers here for Gordon-Rushville. As kick back out to Nelson, inside to Slama. Reverse layup, can't get it to fall. Schlothauer pulls it down for Gering. And here comes Bazenka, who will throw it away. Wild few seconds here in this ball game. Bazenka trying to go quick over the head of Franklin. It's GNR basketball. 25-14 Mustang lead over the Gering Bulldogs. Last minute 30 here in the second half as Charles Hollowhorns checked into the ball game and passes back out to Slama. Slama drives it in, can't get the layup, gets his own miss. Pulls it back up, can't get it to fall. Schlothauer pulls it down for Gering. Franklin, skip ahead to Greeley. Nice pass up, and it's blocked out of bounds. Carter Anderson up ahead to knock it out at Greeley's hands. But Gering will retain the ball. Gering down 11. Minute 13 left to play in the first half, trying to make something happen. They give inbound it to Franklin, who'll drive it right inside, get fouled. He'll be heading to the charity stripe for 2 shots.
Foul is on number 22, P.J. Lynch for the Mustangs.
Body foul there, committed by P.J. Lynch. Foul number 2 on the night for Lynch. As Jack Franklin at the line for Gering, he'll swish one through. 5 points for Jack tonight. As again, this 8-4 Gordon-Rushville boys squad coming in and trying to steal one on the road from Gering. Franklin's second free throw off the iron, can't get it to go, but a nice offensive rebound by Gering. Greeley attempts a 3, off the rim, can't go. Rebound Gordon-Rushville, back the other way now as it's pounded off here in the corner. Free ball on the way from Schwarting, air balls. Franklin pulls it down. Franklin has it under a minute to play, first half. Gering down 10, Greeley goes baseline, just rattles it through, far side of the line. Max Greeley, 6 points by our count tonight. 25-17, Gering cuts into it. We're back to single digits. 35 seconds left to play. Gordon-Rushville ball, passing around, cross-court pass to Slama. Slama will dribble ahead as kick pass out there to Lynch. Lynch will go baseline, dump inside the horn. Hollowhorn puts it up and in. 6 points for Charles Hollowhorn. All points off the bench for him tonight. Leads back to 10. 15 seconds, Gering's got the ball. Top of the key, Jack Franklin dribbling around, holding it 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds now. Gonna try to dribble it in, put it all up himself, gravels in and out. Gordon-Rushville rebounds, throws it up. It'll go out of bounds with .4 on the clock. Tried to just throw it up for the wild half-court shot, missed the backboard completely. It'll be out of bounds, and Gering with just enough time to pass it in. And yeah, it doesn't look like anybody really touched the ball, but they let the clock go. So we're going to have to redo this one. It was inbounded, but Greeley never touched it. All it did was hit the floor. Clock man might have got a little jumpy on that one, but who can blame you with less than a second? Really, only thing that left to do really here is just grab and throw and hope here for Gering. So clock is adjusted, 0.4 seconds back on the clock. Gering will inbound on the farthest side. And just inbound to Greeley. He'll act like he's going to throw it, doesn't do it. Really not enough time to even do that. And that's how this first half is going to end. With your score, Gordon-Rushville leading Gering at home, 27-17. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Break down the first half here in a moment on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Back here in the Logos broadcast booth on your Friday night for high school basketball. TJ Harvey sitting here, up here with a bird's eye view at Gering High School, as it is the visiting team, the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, with a halftime lead over the home team, the Gering Bulldogs, 27-17. This 8-4 Gordon-Rushville squad, no slouches themselves, whatnot. Couple players that average 13 points per game, and currently riding a 3-game win streak with wins over Cody Kilgore, Bayard, and Hayes Springs. So we'll go ahead and break down this first half here for you. We'll start with scoring for the home team, finding themselves in a little bit of a hole here at halftime. We'll see if Kyle Cotton and crew can help right the ship. Leading the way in that first half for the Gering Bulldogs was Max Greeley. Total of 6 points for the sophomore tonight. Big three-pointer there early on in the game. Meanwhile, it is Jack Franklin with 5 points this evening, and also getting scoring from Brett Kazenka with one free throw, also a free throw from Caden Bonsack, and 4 points from junior Sam Rocheleau. We saw a little bit of action from Eli Merez, Joseph Van Ann, Hunter Hayden, and Austin Mitchell, as well as a little bit of Jackson Schlotthauer, but none of those players have managed to record a point as of yet. Meanwhile, for the leading team, Gordon-Rushville, they're led by senior Charles Hollowhorn off the bench with 6 points, as well as big man, 6'5" sophomore Jason Nelson with 6 points of his own, hitting 4 free throws in this ball game. Meanwhile, 5 points as well from Keenan Schwarting. 2 points to Kane Hollowhorn. Carter Anderson with a 3-ball on his own, and also Logan Slama hitting one of the 3 balls there for the Mustangs. Just a lone free throw for P.J. Lynch, who normally averages 13 in a game. We'll see if Gering can do the best they can to keep trying to hold him down. And also a pair of free throws coming from senior Cohen McKimmey. And that is the scoring as it lays out here in the first half of play. Again, your score here at halftime, it's Gordon-Rushville 27-17 over Gering. Earlier in the girls' game, it was a Lady Bulldog winner over the Lady Mustangs, 46-38. We'll see if we can pull some other area scores and whatnot here for you. We'll take another 1-minute timeout. Be back with more things here at halftime from Gering High School on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our professional team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level because we have sleep disorders too. We use CPAP every night, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with most major insurance companies in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
At halftime here of the boys' action from Gering High School, TJ Harvey sitting up here in the box as Gordon-Rushville ahead of Gering here at half, 27-17. Looking down some other teams, and not too many other scores to report here as of yet for you just yet. However, over on one of our sister stations over there at 106.9 The Trail, you can catch our good buddy Jeff Kelly. He's got the call for the Scottsbluff Bearcats tonight, as it is Scottsbluff taking on Cheyenne East in girls and boys action. Most likely boys action right now, probably currently underway, as it is the 6-6 Scottsbluff Bearcats taking on an undefeated 6-0 Cheyenne East team over there in Scottsbluff tonight. Other games around the area tonight, Morrill and Minutair doing battle tonight. A reported score here for girls action as final for the Morrill Lady Lions get a big win over Minutair, 56-5. Meanwhile, again here earlier tonight, girls action. It was Gering over Gordon-Rushville, 46-38. We heard comments earlier from Coach Steve Land chatting a little bit about his team's superb defensive effort, really trying to help keep Gordon-Rushville from doing as much as they really wanted to. A lot of zone pressure that we saw in that game before, and all around good effort there by the Lady Bulldogs. Teams are back out on the floor now as Gordon-Rushville beats them out. Getting warmed up, ready for action. Coaches have come back out onto the floor for Gering. And it's back out here. Players look like finally making the march out here. Much to the applause of the Gering fans. Nice night for basketball here from Gering High School. Roughly 3 minutes left to go here on the halftime clock, but obviously we'll go when both teams are ready. As the teams warm up here, get ready for third quarter action. Looking down some other stats here tonight. Gering Bulldogs averaging 46 points per game. They go for 31 rebounds per game as well, shooting roughly 35% field goal percentage. From three-ball land, they're 25% and 66% from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, the visiting team edging out Gering, Gordon-Rushville averaging 49 points per game. They go 32 rebounds per game. 40% field goal percentage, 28% from three-point land, and a free throw percentage of 46%. So big advantage there in the free throw percentage area there for Gering. See if they can't try to drive it inside and catch some contact on the way in to get themselves some points from the line. As again, we saw a lot of looks from Gordon-Rushville there in that first half. A couple of three balls overall. Overall free throw shooting for Gordon-Rushville not bad tonight. So I've had a couple players that have gone 2 for 2. And Jace Nelson and Keenan Schwarting. It's helped them out to a 10-point halftime lead. As teams wrapping up their warm-ups now, as Gordon-Rushville has gathered up all of the basketballs. Gering looking to slowly but surely starting to do the same. As we are about ready here for second half action.
Number 3, Logan Smiley. Number 10, Carter Anderson. Number 22, DJ Lynch. Number 24, Chase Nelson. And number 30, Charles Holloway. Starting the second half for the Bulldogs, number 1, Max Freely.
Starting the lineups here being announced here from Gering High School.
And number 41, Anselmo Rosso.
As looks to be a little shake up here in the lineup. Caden Bonsack takes a seat for the Gering Bulldogs. It'll be Jackson Schlotthauer starting in his place here in the second half. Meanwhile, the rest of the usual crew, Jack Franklin, Max Greeley, Brett Pazanka, and Sam Rochelow. That's your 5 here to start the second half for Kyle Cotton's crew. Gering will have the first possession out of the gates. They'll get it across the timeline, now moving from left to right. If you're looking at your radio dial, we'll give it off to Jack Franklin. Schlotthauer over to Pazanka. Pazanka will try to drive in, but can't do it. Kick over far corner, it's Greeley. Greeley will try to drive in, nobody there. Looking for someone to be home, he goes Franklin, who will go baseline, throw it up. Can't get it to fall, it's tapped around, finally corralled by PJ Lynch, and here come the Mustangs. Slama into the front court, kick out to Carter Anderson, who will kick it back out now, top of the key, Jace Nelson. Nelson back to Anderson. Anderson out to Lynch now. It's Lynch, Nelson, Slama, Carter Anderson, and Charles Hollowhorn, the starting 5 for Gordon-Rushville. Anderson in the corner, tried to kick it inside to Nelson. Before he moved, though, it's a travel. Or rather, I think we had a travel. That was Nelson, who shuffled his feet a little bit. Gets called for the violation. Gering down 10, 27-17. Now with the ball. Here, almost in the corner. Kick back out now to Pazanka. Pazanka drives in here right side. Gets it up and in. Brett Pazanka gets it in for Gering. Pazanka's got 3. And lead is back down single digits as Gering cuts into it. Dump inside here for Gordon-Rushville. Charles Hollowhorn, he's been a little bit of a bugaboo for the Bulldogs tonight as he gets it dumped inside, puts it up for 2. Just like that, every time Gering cuts into it, it seems like Gordon-Rushville is able to answer right back, and they do it again. Back to 10, 29-19, Mustang lead. And up and in, Pazanka tries it again, can't get it to go. It's tapped around, finally controlled by the Mustangs. Tried a fast break that pulls it right back out. Nelson kicks it over to PJ Lynch. Lynch tried to drive inside, kick back out to Anderson. Anderson will drive inside, nobody there. And to Slama, who's underneath in some trouble, gives it off to Nelson. Quick give and go, and Nelson puts it in for 2 for Gordon-Rushville. Nelson's got 8. 31-19, a Gordon lead over Gering at home. Give it to Rochelow here on the near side. Kick top of the key, it's Pazanka who will pop a 3. Off the rim, not there, and pulled down by Slama for Gordon-Rushville. Slama will slow it up, give out to Nelson. Nelson gives it back to Slama. Slama gets a pick, tries to drive inside, nobody there. Give off to Lynch, who will go inside, off the rim, pulled down by Franklin. Here comes Gering, other way. Over to Greeley, almost had it picked off, but he'll pop a 3. Rattles in and out, can't get it to fall, and it's Lynch with the rebound. Up ahead to Slama, who will pass it off here. And quick in and out there, Carter Anderson will put it in for 2. extending that Mustang lead, 33-19. Gordon-Rushville in control here in the third. 5 minutes left. As dribbling around, Brett Pazenka goes off left side this time, puts it up and in, and he'll get fouled on the way, going for 2. I think they're going to get Hollowhorn with the contact. And indeed they do. Hollowhorn with his 3rd foul on the night. We're going to get some subs coming in here at the next buzzer as Pazenka swishes one through. Leads back to 13 now. Jackson Slothauer takes the seat for Gering. Hayden Bonsack is back in, and as expected, Hollowhorn takes the seat for the Mustangs and be replaced by Cohen McKinney. As Pazenka fires away off the back iron, grabs his own miss, pulls it right through, and gets it in for the bucket. A 2-for-1 switch there. We'll call it a 3-point swing. And just like that, a little bit of fight there for Gering, 33-22. We're back to 11-point lead here for Gordon-Rushville, and a foul underneath on the other end. It's going to be a foul on Jack Franklin, his 2nd. Inbound underneath, they'll kick it across now. Far side, it's Anderson. He'll pop a 3 off the rim, pull down for Slama. He'll pop a 2 on the rebound, can't get it to go. I think we've got 42, a little shove underneath. It's going to be a call on Gering, Caden Bonsack. So it'll be an inbound underneath now for Gordon-Rushville as it's underneath and knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by the Dogs. As it's knocked away. Another inbounds pass coming here for Gordon-Rushville. They give it to Nelson. Out to Slama. Slama will swing it away. It's tipped away by Pazenka, but he can't control it. And another long one from Anderson. It'll rattle in and out. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Pazenka. Pass ahead to Greeley, who'll go up and in. Fast break. Layup is good and good to go by Max Greeley. Nice feed and find from Pazenka. We're back down once again into single digits. Gordon-Rushville by 9. 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. As it's Slama. We'll pass it off there. McKinney off to Anderson. Anderson will fake. Go off the left side. Nobody's home. Nice fake and drive in by Anderson. We'll put it up for 2. 7 points for him tonight. And we're back to a double-digit lead, 35-24. And it's passed around by Gering. Trying to find an answer to just about anything that they can. It's Greeley who'll drive it all the way up and in. The up and fouled. It'll be Max Greeley at the line for 2 for Gering.
Foul is on number 24, Jason Nelson.
It'll be Jason Nelson, his 1st foul of the ball game. Played a fairly clean game for the most part.
Number 1, Max Greeley.
As Greeley's 1st free throw is off the back iron, not there. And it'll be several players swap here for Joel Nelson's crew on the other side. Keenan Schwarting's back in, Ellis Livingston, and Kane Hollowhorn checking into the game. As Max Greeley swishes that one through, giving himself 9 on the night. 35-25. As it's almost slapped away there by Pazenka, can't get it to go. It's instead controlled now by Schwarting in the far corner. Anderson being guarded by Franklin tightly. Now double teamed underneath. They give it back out to Schwarting. And with his team in trouble, Joel Nelson calls a timeout. So timeout on the floor. We've got a timeout. 30 seconds on the floor. We'll keep it right here on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV. A 35-25 Gordon-Rushville lead over Gering here on the Gering home court tonight. Kyle Cotton trying to regroup everybody. As it's been tough sledding for the Bulldogs for most of the night. They have not led in this game at all. As it's Gordon-Rushville just coming out of the gate and showing they're ready to compete. Out of the timeouts, Gordon-Rushville inbounds, close there to the half-court line. And as they give it off here, Livingston with the ball. It's Hollowhorn now on the far side. Wonsock's going to tip it away and skip it ahead to Pizeka on the fast break. Pizeka will put it up, can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Gordon-Rushville. Now with numbers on the other end. It's slapped away by Pizeka. Good way to come up from behind. Carter Anderson to slap the bounce pass attempt away. And it'll go out of bounds. Mustang basketball. Pizeka heads to the bench for a breather, being replaced by Hunter Hayden. Underneath, it's Gordon-Rushville inside to rush to Nelson. Will put it, just throw it right up there for 2. Nelson scores again. He's got 10. It's a 12-point Mustang lead, 37-25. 2.5 left to play here, third quarter. Really a little out of control, gets his pocket picked, stolen away, and here come the Mustangs. Anderson will just stop, pop a 3, and can it through. Carter Anderson for 3. He's got 10 as well. It's a 40-25 Gordon-Rushville lead. And Max Greeley going to try to answer with a 3 on his own, and he does! All the way home for Max Greeley. Give him 12 tonight. Nice answer there by the Bulldogs. Can they do it defensively? Rushville tries to throw it in and picked away by Jack Franklin. Franklin on the fast break will go all the way up, coast to coast, put it up, and get fouled on the way. He's heading to the free throw line. Hacked on the way. I think that was Schwarting that got there first. And correction, it was Carter Anderson. His first of the night. That'll make it 3 team fouls on Gordon-Rushville so far this half. 3 on Gering as well. As Franklin will swish one through, cut into the lead now, down 11. Cohen McKinney, PJ Lynch back into the ball game. Jace Nelson, one of the players to take a seat here for GNR. Franklin will try to go 2 for 2. Got the first one, he gets the second with ease. Franklin's got 7 so far this evening. Timeout on the floor. Got a full timeout. We'll take one with them here on 93.3 KMOR and KDB.TV.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
Back out of the timeouts with 1:53 left to go here in the third quarter. It's Gordon-Rushville over Gering, 40-30. Gordon-Rushville basketball going to the far side of the court as they dribble through a little bit of traffic. Up and in is Jace Nelson for 2, make it an and 1 as he got fouled. Jace Nelson leads the charge for the Mustangs with 12 points now. Going to try to make it 13 with the incoming free throw. That will make it four fouls for Sam Rochelo, who's the guilty party on that one, as Nelson cashes the free throw to give himself 13. And Rochelo is going to have to come out of this ball game with the 4 fouls, and he will be replaced by 6'3" senior Joe Waibara, who wears the big number 50. It's a 43-30 Gordon-Rushville lead as Gering with the basketball here on their side of the court. Jack Franklin with the basketball. Skip pass over to Hunter Hayden, who will pop a 3. Airballs it, but Waibara is going to come up with the offensive rebound and put it right in. How about that, Waibara? We just called his name, and he grabs it and puts it in. as, double dribble and a turnover there very quickly there by Gordon-Rushville. It gives it right back to the Bulldogs with 1:15 left to go in the third. Trying to get it back in the double digits again. They give it off to Wybara. Quick give and go to Greeley, who will put it just up and in. Nice give and go. Greeley's got 14. And we've got a 43-34 ball game here in the third, under a minute. Gordon-Rushville trying to dribbling through traffic. It's stolen away by Greeley. Skip up ahead, and Pazenka is going the other way. The ball went the opposite. It's out of bounds. It was a nice thought, but both players slapping hands, realizing that's part of the game. So pressure here now by Gering on the defensive side, as it is a timeout on the floor. Coach Nelson comes out all the way to his side to call the timeout, and we've got a 30-second call on the floor here. We'll keep it right here on 93.3 KMOR and KDB.TV. TJ Harvey on the call here in the Logos broadcast booth. Glad for all of you joining us out there, and also most likely streaming out there on KMORFM.com. Failed to mention our internet stream there tonight. As it's a 43-34 game. 49.8 seconds left to go here in the third. Gordon-Rushville leading the home team here in Gering. As it's PJ Lynch right underneath us to inbound it, and inbounds to Carter Anderson. Anderson will take it up with some pressure from Max Greeley. Gets it across the timeline. Off to Chase Nelson, now back to Anderson. Anderson over to Charles Hollowhorn. Hollowhorn over to PJ Lynch. Lynch is going to hold on to it and give off to Nelson, top of the key. Kick over to Slama there on the right side. Slama gives back over to Nelson. Nelson guarded by Wybara. Wybara now battling underneath. Shot is up off the rim. Wybara pulls down the rebound. 15 seconds. Skip ahead. Underneath is Hunter Hayden. Nice look underneath as Hayden puts it up and in. Nice look there on the back end. 5 seconds. Gordon-Rushville's got to put it up quick. 4 seconds. Nelson will put it up here. Up and in and one with 2.4 left on the clock. Jace Nelson's got 15. Again, leading this Mustang charge. That'll be Brett Pazenka with the foul as he got him on the way up. 2 for Brett tonight. Nelson, another free throw is good for him. 16 points as trying to get it up quickly, and that'll be the buzzer. That's how it ends in the third quarter. A 10-point Gordon-Rushville lead over Gering, 46-36. Back with the fourth and final quarter here on KMOR FM and KNB.TV.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
Mustangs trying to hold on. Inbound is good. Up ahead here. Front courts. Now into Slama. Slama will go off left side. Will go baseline. Kick it back out to Anderson, who almost loses it. Over to Livingston. Now in the hands of Keenan Schwarting. Schwarting over to Anderson. Far side. Anderson will try to find his way and spins. Puts it up. Off the backboard. Pulled down by Max Greeley. Here come the Dogs the other way. Trying to go all the way. Pazeka grabs it. Tries to put it up, but it's knocked away. Out of bounds. Gering will keep it. Inbounds pass ready to come underneath, but a quick timeout called by Kyle Cotton and Gering. This will be a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one with them here on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV.
Wherever you're watching the big game, know that Alo's cheering right alongside you on every play.
Here at Alo, we believe the best fans deserve the best service.
And we believe this is the year.
This is the year. This is the year. And now.
And now is the time.
So upgrade this season with exceptional service provided by Nebraskans for Nebraskans. Switch today and score big with fiber internet, TV, and phone from Alo.
Out of the Gering timeout, they've got the ball on their side of the court. Inbounds underneath the basket to get off to Pazeka, who will pop a long shot, can't get it to go. Rebound, Gordon-Rushville. And up ahead here, a foul on the floor. They're going to get Van Ann with a little bit of a grab there.
That was on number 3, Joseph Van Ann for the Bulldogs.
So that is the 8th team foul on Gering here in the half. That'll put Logan Slama at the line for a 1-on-1 for GNR. Off the rim, can't get it to go. Rebound down to Gering. Here comes Pazeka. Skip ahead to Greeley, who will put ahead and just misses the layup. Can't get it to fall. GNR comes down with the board. It's Slama with the ball. Skip ahead to Anderson across the timeline now. Now in the hands of Jace Nelson. Nelson gives off to Anderson, who tries to go all the way in, puts it up, and a foul on the floor. That'll be Pazeka again. Should be number 4 on Britt Pazeka. And it is. He will come out of the ball game now, being replaced by Hunter Hayden. Carter Anderson shoot free throws here for the Mustangs. Gordon-Rushville with a 50-44 lead over Gering. It's 4:26 left to play in this game. Anderson fires away, wild off the rim, and thrown away, almost saved by Van Ann. He just saves it, given off to Jack Franklin. That was a close one for the Dogs. As Franklin into the front court, gives off here. Van Ann now top of the key, slowing it down, resetting the offense. As skip over to Jack Franklin, directing through traffic. Now Rocheleau on the far side. Rocheleau gives top of the key. It's Hayden now in the hands of Max Greeley. Greeley's going to try to drive, pump up. Long 2 on the way. He was fouled but missed it. Will try to redeem himself here at the free throw line. Long 2 rattles just in and out for Max Greeley, who's having a nice night tonight. 14 points for Max. We're under 4 to play here in the fourth. Gering trying to cut into that lead, and they do. Greeley with 1 free throw, make it 15 for him. 5-point game. As P.J. Lynch will check into the ball game for Gordon-Rushville. And it's 2 for 2. Nice trip there for Max Greeley. He's got 16 now. A 4-point ball game. Gordon-Rushville ahead, 50-46. Spin around here. It's with Livingston. Tries to give it into Nelson. Nelson off the leg of the Gering player, and It'll be Mustang basketball inbound underneath the basket. Slaps the ball as Livingston. Long pass behind half court is PJ Lynch. Will dribble it right back up. Perfectly legal play. As Schwarting with the ball now. Keenan Schwarting gives off to Lynch. Now in the hands of Logan Slama. Guarded harsh by Van Ann. They set the pick. Can't find anywhere to go. Skip it around the horn. It's Livingston with the ball now. Now tap the key. Jason Nelson into the hands of Lynch. Gets it poked away but regains it. Now Keenan Schwarting back over the far side is Slama. Slama dribbling around. Tap the key. Nelson will pop a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Relay, but gets it knocked away. Out of bounds. Gering's going to hold on to that one. 3:13 left to play. Gering down 4. And we're going to get a substitution as Hunter Hayden will take a seat for Gering. Brett Pazenka checks back in. It's Van Ann, Rochelo, Pazenka, Jack Franklin, and Max Greeley, your 5 on the floor for the Gering Bulldogs. Approaching that 3-minute mark here in the 4th. Down 4, trying to find an answer. Greeley slices through the defense. Can't get it to happen, but Rochelo comes down with an offensive board. Can't get the putback. Pazenka tries it again. Can't do it. A fight for the rebound. It's Jace Nelson finally coming away with it. Here come the Mustangs. In the hands of Livingston. He'll get around and a little bit of a trip there, and oh no! Maybe call that one maybe just a little ticky-tacky there. That's going to end the night for Brett Pazenka. He was right there by Livingston. He's shaking his head even a little bit, I saw there. He can't believe it. Slight smile on his face. Untouched the jersey. He will end his night with 11 points. Hunter Hayden checks back in his place. Still a 4-point ball game as Livingston just shoots. He makes the first. As that's the 10th team foul on Gering. And Gordon-Rushville in the double bonus. As he fires away again. Can't get the second off the rim. Jack Franklin pulls it down for Gering. Dribbling across with some pressure by PJ Lynch. Franklin still with it. Gives off to Greeley. Greeley will cross over. Go, dump right inside. Nice pass to Rochelo. He'll go up. And a foul inside. It'll be Rochelo going to shoot 2. Logan Slama commits the Mustang foul. And it's Sam Rochelo with the line with 2:34 left here in the 4th. Competitive, close game here in the 4th. As Rochelo fires away, cashes that through. As it is 51-47. Trying to cut in again, and Rochelo does so. Nice trip to the line for Sam Rochelo. He's got 6. He will check out of the ball game. Nice congratulations from the teammates. He is replaced by Austin Mitchell. As full court pressure coming here from Gering as they find themselves down 3, 51-48. Gordon-Rushville breaks the press. Logan Slama runs it all the way up. Up ahead to Carter Edison. He'll drive, go baseline, put it up in the air. No shot in the air. Travel is the call. Gordon-Rushville turns it over. Gering has got a chance here. Down 3 in the 4th. 2:26 to be exact left in this game. Need a 3 to tie. We'll see what Kyle Cotton has drawn up for everybody here as Greeley brings it up here for the Bulldogs. Dribbling against Livingston. Lost it. Livingston picks his pocket. Going to dribble all the way up. Almost loses it. It's up in the air. Joseph Van Ann pulls it back down off the miss. And here come the Bulldogs ahead. Trying to... Gives it back out. Van Ann pump fakes. Stops. Pops a 3. Can't get it to go. Airballs it. Nelson pulls it down. Here come the Mustangs again. Livingston with the basketball. Gives off to Slama. Holding it under 2 minutes here in the 4th. Chance of defense from the Gering crowd as Livingston will try to drive inside and foul on the floor. That'll be on Max Greeley. 3rd foul for Max tonight. Puts Livingston at the line for 2. Mustangs trying to extend that 3-point lead. And Livingston does so. For 1, 52-48 now. Gering down 4. As Livingston dribbles, fires away, and knocks it through. 2 for 2. He's got 3 tonight. A little bit of pressure here from Gordon-Rushville in the ensuing possession as Gering inbounds, and but they back off a bit as Greeley pretty well walks it up. Over to Franklin, far side. Franklin, top of the key, it's Hayden. Looks, finds Rocheleau as he pops out. Rocheleau now to Franklin, top of the key. Fakes, drives it all the way inside. Jack Franklin puts it up, and in! Jack Franklin! 4-2, he's got 9 this evening. Makes it again a 3-point game. Timeout on the floor, a 30-second call as Austin Mitchell going to be checking in when the Bulldogs take the court here in a moment. Tight game down to the wire here in the final moments here on KMOR 93.3 and KNEB.TV for all of you Allo and Mobius TV channel subscribers. Also streaming online, KMORFM.com. TJ Harvey here with a tight one here in the Logos broadcast booth. Out of the timeout, Gordon-Rushville inbounds into Slama. Going to be doubled up a little bit, but tries to go one way, can't go that. Gives it off Livingston and trying to break the pressure, and they finally do. Gives off to Anderson in the corner. Off to Livingston. He's doubled. In the corner now, Anderson again. Faking, looking for somebody. Finds Livingston. Livingston slices the defense. It's picked off by Hunter Hayden. Skip ahead to Franklin, who catches it up ahead and in. No shot. It is foul on the floor. It'll still be Gering basketball. Little push underneath. I think they got PJ Lynch. That'll be the 16th foul. One more for Gering to make the bonus. As Hunter Hayden will inbound it for Gering over to Franklin, who will pop a 3 in the corner. Got it! Jack Franklin ties his game at 53. Pressure again as up ahead, Carter isn't into Chase Nelson, who puts it up strong. Can't get it to go, but on the putback will get it to go. Now it's Gordon-Rushville ahead, 55-53. We're at 35 seconds and counting here in the game. Gering basketball. Jack Franklin has it, and a timeout called by Kyle Cotton. What a game. 30.1 left on the clock. 1 minute timeout. We'll go ahead and take one as well here on 93.3 KMOR.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
A tight one here tonight at Gering High School, 55-53. Gordon-Rushville over Gering here at 30 seconds left in the fourth. Gering basketball, they inbound. Max Greeley tries to shake it back, spins, turns up. It's up, blocked away, and they're gonna say he got blocked, caught it, and out of bounds. Gering will turn it over, much to the chagrin of a lot of the Gering faithful. Another quick timeout on the floor. Gordon-Rushville will take a full timeout. We'll take one too on 93.3 KMOR.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success combined with resources from Raymond James can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no obligation pre-retirement review.
Out of the timeouts, tight one here as we're under 20 seconds to play. Gordon-Rushville breaks the press, passes over there to Carter Anderson as he's brought, and Gering's going to make a quick foul here with 12 ticks left on the clock. Got to do what you got to do to stop the clock in a tight contest. A 2-point Mustang lead over the Bulldogs here, 55-53. And that'll be the fourth foul on Hunter Hayden, as it'll be 2 free throws coming here for Carter Anderson. He makes one to make it a 3-point advantage. Samuel Rochlow checks in for Austin Mitchell, and a timeout again on the floor. It'll be another full timeout by Gordon-Rushville. Back in a minute on KMOR 93.3 and KNDB.TV.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Back here inside the Logos broadcast booth, this is the Runs a Postgame show. TJ Harvey here to break it all down for you after a wild finish there in our boys contest here tonight from Gering High School. The 8-4 Gordon-Rushville Mustangs come in here to Gering and come out on top, leading for the majority, not all of this ball game, and then having to really hold on late to stave off the Bulldogs for their 9th win of the season. Again, your final, Gordon-Rushville 57, Gering 53. Gering falls to 4-8 on the season. Go ahead and break down some scoring for you. As we'll start with the Gering Bulldogs. A nice game from one of their lead dogs, Max Greeley. Normally averages 21 a night. The star sophomore coming up with 16. Only had roughly 4 points there at halftime. He really came alive to help try to lead the charge there for the Bulldogs. Again, 16 tonight for Max Greeley. Also, nice night from Brett Pazanka with 11 points, ending up fouling out there towards the late stages of the game. Jack Franklin with a 12-point effort tonight, almost hitting his average of 14. Hunter Hayden off the bench with 2 points and 4 fouls. Also saw a little bit of Austin Mitchell tonight, failed to record a point. Joseph Van Ann with a lone three-pointer to add off the bench as well. Saw a little bit of Eli Merez for a short period, did not score. Meanwhile, saw some Jackson Schlotthauer, who actually started some of the second half for Gering, failing to record any stats tonight. And then 6 points from big man Sam Rocheleau, ending the night with 6 points and 4 fouls. And also Caden Bonsack with a lone free throw here in the scoring column tonight, and getting a little bit of bench help from Joe Wybara coming off the bench to score 2 points. Meanwhile, for the victorious Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, moving to 9-4 on the season, extending their win streak to 4 games now. The scoring for them went like this: a big night from sophomore Jace Nelson, 22 points, and followed up by a 12-point effort from fellow sophomore Carter Anderson. 5 points for Keenan Schwarting off the bench. Kane Hollowhorn came off the bench to score a couple of free throws. A three-pointer from Logan Slama. 3 points as well off the bench for sophomore Ellis Livingston. PJ Lynch, normally scoring in double digits for the most part. A quiet night for him, only scoring 1 lone free throw. Meanwhile, it was 2 points, 2 free throws back-to-back for Cohen McKimmey, and an 8-point effort off the bench tonight for Charles Hollowhorn. And that's how your scoring is broken down. After the first quarter, it was a slim, very competitive game, 11-10 in favor of Gordon-Rushville. Then going into halftime, a 10-point lead for Gordon-Rushville, 27-17 over Gering. then continued the competitiveness really continued on with, again, a 10-point lead at the end of 3 quarters of play. Gordon over Gering 46-36, and then leading us to the wild finish there in the 4th. At one point, a tied ball game at 53 all. It would be Gordon-Rushville scoring the final 4 points to go ahead and end the game at 57-53. We'll break down a few more things, look ahead for what's next for Gering, look back again one more time at our girls' game earlier this evening. We'll take a quick break, get all that wrapped up here with more to come on the Runs of Postgame show. See if we can also get some comments from head coach Kyle Cotton if he comes out of the boys' locker room. More on that to come next here on KMOR 93.3 and KNEB.TV.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
And we are back on the Runs of Postgame show on 93.3 KMOR and KNEB.TV, streaming on the World Wide Web at KMORFM.com. TJ Harvey here, wrapping things up for you here on a great night of high school basketball. Boys action just concluding with the visiting team, the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, getting their 9th win of the season over Gering, 57-53. A quick look back at our girls' action tonight. It was Gering getting the win in that one. The Lady Bulldogs over Gordon-Rushville, 46-38. Steve Land's crew, very tough defensive effort to help come out on top on that one, being led in scoring by Carly Pazenka and Kiara Agual. Meanwhile, some other scores to report tonight. We told you about that crazy Morrill and Minutair girls game. The Lions winning over the Lady Indians 56-5. That was what was reported on our end. Not sure if that is entirely correct just yet, but as far as we know, that is the score that we have. Meanwhile, other action tonight. Over on 106.9 The Trail should be getting wrapped up, if not wrapped up already, into postgame as well. Over there between Scotts Bluff and Cheyenne East. Our friend Jeff Kelly on the call on that one. So, again, our final here tonight. Gordon-Rushville and Gering, a split here. Gering girls the winner, the Gordon-Rushville boys the winners in this game here tonight. As a look ahead here for what is next for both teams, Gering, boys and girls action will be tomorrow. We'll have it for you right here on 93.3 KMOR. And that will be a matchup with a visiting Wyoming school out of Gillette. Campbell County High School will make the trip down here to Gering to take on the Bulldogs with girls action starting around, I believe it's at last check, I believe 4 o'clock start time for that. So Gering. Girls action to start and boys to follow right here on the Rural Radio Sports Network. So, or rather, that is official starting here on the time. Big thanks to TJ Albright over here next to us here, our engineer for this evening's broadcast. That is a 2:15 start time tomorrow. That we will have that for you for tomorrow's Gering and Campbell County matchup. So 2:15, girls start, boys to follow, right here on the Rural Radio Sports Network. Gering girls move on to a 6-7 record. Gordon-Rushville girls will fall to 9-4. Meanwhile, it is a 9-4 improvement for the Gordon-Rushville boys, and sending the Gering Bulldog boys to a 4-8 record. So, Campbell County tomorrow for the Gering squads. Meanwhile, Gordon-Rushville will travel back home to take on Kimball. We'll take one final break, see if we can't wait out comments from head boys Gering coach Kyle Cotton. Take one more break and wrap it all up here on the Runza Postgame Show on 93.3 KMOR.
Finally, goodbye 2020. There was one good thing about 2020, that was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Back wrapping up the Runza postgame show on the Rural Radio Sports Network. TJ Harvey here in the Logos broadcast booth as we wrap up a great night of Friday night's basketball. As again, the Gering girls victorious in their game against Gordon-Rushville earlier tonight, 46-38. And again, one final time, your boys score tonight. Gordon-Rushville defeats Gering here on their home court in a tight one, 57-53. Bulldogs had a lot of chances there right at the end, and then a couple calls. There was the block, and down here in the baseline, it went back into the hands of Max Greeley. It was just kind of one of those bang plays. Almost looked like maybe they got a piece of Greeley on that one, but officials calling it instead out of bounds off Greeley, as he almost catches it himself back to himself out of bounds. And that's how it ends. Gordon-Rushville scoring the final 4 points of the game to pull away there in the boys' contest. Again, we're looking to await some final thoughts and comments from head boys Gering coach Kyle Cotton. Been awaiting the arrival of him. Has not seen him out of the locker room here in the last few minutes. So we will go ahead and just, probably assuming that Coach Cotton taking the extra time to talk the boys through a tough loss, trying to get them ready for a Campbell County squad visiting their house tomorrow. We'll go ahead and wrap things up here on the Rural Radio Sports Network. Again, the Gering girls victorious. Gordon-Rushville boys come in and get the win tonight. You catch all the final wrap-ups and whatnot over at kneb.com. And that'll put a bow on this one here tonight. For TJ Albright and everyone else with the Rural Radio Sports Network and kneb.tv. So long. This is TJ Harvey signing off.